With studios in Louisiana and Bowling Green, this is Eagle 102 KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good evening and welcome to men's opening round night at the 97th Annual Bowling Green Invitational. Mark Fronick, Jim Ross here in the middle school gym. We've got Marianne Eberhardt down the hall at the high school gym, and we've got a lot of basketball tonight for you. We'll start it off here in the middle school with Elsberry, the 2 seed, taking on the 7 seed Van Far Indians. So a whole lot of Indians here in the middle school gym tonight.
Yeah, we should have two pretty good basketball games for you over here. And these two teams have already met, and we'll tell you all about that as we go along.
That we'll do when we start the pregame show for you next here on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Eisenbath Auto and Supply, Remax Realty Shop Agent Kelly Crane, and the Cross Lumber Company in Vandalia.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Getting ready for Elsberry, the 2 seed, the 7 seed Van Far here in the opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational. Mark Fronick, Jim Ross, getting ready for this broadcast. And Van Far, they are down this year. I mean, there's no way around saying that. They don't have a lot of size. Shooting has been an issue, but they're going to go out and give it their all. They're well coached. You can't take that away from them. They're going to give you everything they've got.
Yeah, effort's not an issue with them. You're right. They're vertically challenged, and they do have some guys that can shoot, and if they shoot well, they can win some games. They've won a game or two as of late, actually. Because they shot better. If they don't shoot well, though, that gets them in trouble because they're, as you said, undersized and get beat up on the boards. And defensively, it's a challenge matchup-wise with them against any team that has any size at all.
And for Elsberry, they're playing well, but they've been dealing with some injuries and illness. But they are getting players back tonight. Bryce Irving, I believe, was a little dinged up. And Deshaun Dotson had something last week that kept him out of school. So whether it was the C word or the F, the F word,
nobody
as
knows.
far as illness goes.
Yeah, exactly. And they've been playing well. You know, they had a little hiccup against Union, which is a much bigger school on Friday. They lost that game 76-74, but they beat Louisiana again last week for the second time, a quality team. And so they're playing well coming in, and you know what they're going to do. They're going to go hard to the hoop, and if they can, they'll pound it inside the Turnbull against the smaller lineup, and that's where he'll make his money tonight as well. So you're going to have two teams tonight that are really going to get after it effort-wise. can Van Far make shots is going to be the question.
And, those walls are really close here in the middle school gym. So when you got two teams that like to go up and down, we may have some collisions. Hopefully that padding is up to snuff here tonight. It's the Indians versus the Indians. Elsberry and Van Far. We'll check our keys to the game after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, PJ Salon, and Center Locker Service.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
And the keys to the game for Van Far and Elsberry. Coach Pat Conaway said, it's cold in this gym. He hopes that Elsberry comes out shooting cold. That would be a big help for his Van Far Indians tonight.
I hope he's not resting his hopes of this game on that, on those laurels. It may not work out so well for him, but it's typical. Both these teams are going to go hard, so they got to take care of the ball. You could theoretically see us get into a turnover fest here if both teams are getting a little bit out of control. But the other key for Van Far is they got to be able to get on the boards, because if they get killed on the offensive glass, Elsberry will just work them over. They actually met back on January 10th, and Elsberry won that game 71-47. So there's some recent history between these two teams, and so they know each other very well. And there aren't any secrets tonight, and so they're going to just throw it up and get after it.
Those are our keys to the game. We'll check starting lineups, and we'll check in with Marianne when we continue the Eagle 102 pregame show.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Calumet of Missouri, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Hi, this is Amy at Community State Bank of Missouri. Did you know we offer health savings accounts? If you have a high-deductible health plan, you may qualify for a health savings account. HSAs are designed to help you save your money to help pay your deductible. Talk to your employer about our health savings account and let them know you want to keep your money right here at home. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starters for this ball game, first for the number 7 seed Van Far Indians, they're 5-10, coached by Pat Conaway. They'll start number 0, a 5'10 sophomore, Morgan Rigo. Number 4 gets a start, 5'9 sophomore, Braden Lay. Number 20, a 5'8 sophomore, Gage Gibson gets a start, a 5'8 sophomore, number 24, Nikos Conaway, and a 5'11 sophomore, number 35, Carter Jennings. So all 5 starters are sophomores for the Van Far Indians. For the number 2 seed Elsberry Indians, they're 13-4, coached by Caleb Johnson. They'll start a 6'1 junior, number 3, Evan Wilson. Number 5 gets a start, 5'11 senior, Eli Gladney. Number 10, a 5'7 sophomore, Ben Dow in the starting 5, as well as a junior, number 11, 5'10", Caden Kinsler, and rounding out the starting 5 is a 6'3 junior, number 23, Kyle Turnbull. So again, for Van Far, it's Rigo, Lay, Gibson, Conaway, and Jennings. For Elsberry, it's Wilson, Gladney, Dow, Kinsler, and Turnbull. And those are our starting 5 for each side. And let's send it to Marianne. She's got the starters, I believe, for her matchup between Winfield and Silex.
Well, I still have the Silex Owls. Their matchup this evening, or their starters this evening, as Winfield was still
very secretive, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So for the Owls, they are starting a 5'9 junior wearing number 2, Josh Price. A 6'1 sophomore wearing number 3, Tyler Twellman. A 5'10 senior wearing number 10, Daniel Havlick. A 5'10 senior wearing number 20, Wesley Perkins. And a 6'4 sophomore wearing number 23, Cole Fessler. I promise I can speak, and we'll hope it gets better before the night gets underway.
And just about your matchup, Marianne, we saw the same matchup to open the Clopton tournament last month or earlier this month. Silex, first year under the new coach, they've been dealing with injuries all season. And Winfield, we saw them, they were impressive at times, even into the second half of the championship game of the Clopton tournament.
Well, Winfield and Silex matched up on December 15th, where Winfield got the win, 58-35. As you've mentioned, unfortunately for Silex, they've had some injury issues that they've dealt with this season, and they seem to hopefully be getting some of those back. Winfield now has a couple injuries as well that they are dealing with. So we'll see if those counteract each other, if maybe the injuries to Winfield helps Silex a little bit. But I think, like you mentioned, the Silex under the new coach just trying to find their footing and, establish who they are as a team under this new leadership. So I think each game we're going to continue to see an improvement from the Owls.
I hope to, for sure. We'd love to get that Silex team back into relevance in the EMO conference. We're about 2.5 minutes away from the introductions and the national anthem here in the middle school gym. We'll take a break, come back with more of the pregame show for you after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Craig's Truck and Tractor, Royal Banks, and CMC Distributing and Manufacturing.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
It's Van Far and Elsberry, the 7 versus the 2 seed to open up boys play in the 97th annual Bowling Green Invitational. We already had the discussion about Bowling Green tournament, Monroe C. We took care of that before
took care
we
of that
got
last night.
Yeah.
Good.
So that's all out of the way.
I don't really want to go. I'd rehash that again. Well, Elsberry's 13-4. I don't think we mentioned the records. Van Far 5-11. So they won a few games as of late, as we mentioned. So they're hoping to keep that trend going as well. And the other thing is playing in this small gym.
Mm-hmm.
You just never know. It's a different breed of cat from what everyone's used to playing in year-round, and you get in these smaller confines, and it might make it to where Van Far can press and be effective.
Yeah, some teams get a little claustrophobic.
Right, and the shooting backgrounds are so much different, so much closer than they are over in the big gym or in any other big gym around as well. So, there'll be a period of adjustment, I think, here for both of these teams as this game gets underway. So don't expect them to both come out shooting like gangbusters.
Introducing the teams on the floor right now. We'll take a break, come back with your opening tip after this on Eagle 102.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
The most complete coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Well, Braden Lay, he is at a disadvantage in the center circle for this opening tip, jumping against,
to say the least.
That was about, I'd say about 14, 15 inches disadvantage as Elsberry wins the toss, and we're underway. Turnbull won it back, and he's got the ball right now for Elsberry. Takes it to the center of the lane. Short on the shot, and the rebound is grabbed by Morgan Rigo for Van Far, and they're quickly up the floor, and we've got a whistle and the first foul of the ball game.
Foul go on Evan Wilson, his first. Good defense the first trip down for Van Far, straight up man-to-man. Did a good job on Turnbull as he tried to penetrate.
And Lay to inbound, trying to find somebody. He finds Rigo. Rigo goes off the glass and scores.
We'll pick the picker on the inbounds pass. Worked perfection that time. Rigo got a layup out of it.
Elsberry slowly across the time stripe. And the ball is tipped and taken away by Rigo. He's coming back the other way, 2-on-1, shorts the layup, and the rebound is grabbed by Elsberry, and immediately a foul after that.
That'll be a Van Far foul. They'll call that on Braden Lay, his first.
So each team with a foul here in the first 41 seconds. Back up the floor with it is Caden Kinsler for Elsberry. He takes it to the near side, puts on the brakes, takes it back top of the key, and dishes off to the far wing. Now gets it center of the lane. Everything opens up for him. Puts it off the glass, and Caden Kinsler ties it at 2.
Yeah, that's his games to penetrate. I made the mistake of saying he didn't shoot it that well from the outside at the Clopton tournament. He proceeded to make a couple threes and shut me up.
We don't mind being shut up by play like that.
Most definitely not.
Van Far misses. Elsberry the rebound. Here's a 3 from the far side. It's off the mark. Putback is stripped away, and the rebound taken by Rigo.
Wilson had a wide open look that time. Couldn't get it to go.
To the baseline with it to Carter Jennings back up top. That shot off the glass is good for Rigo.
Yeah, I think that's a factor, that shooting background. It looks further away than it really is, and he banged it off the glass and in.
Back the other way, Kinsler. On the near point, spins at the free throw line, now gives it up. To the baseline, and they'll dribble out, reset the offense. They are looking for a specific cut here.
Yeah, they're running that pattern, looking to get something inside.
With it is Gladney, now into the corner for Wilson. Back up top, here's Turnbull. His 3 is off the mark and out of bounds in the far corner. And Van Far will take it.
Yeah, not necessarily Kyle's shot, but he was wide open. Might as well let it fly, huh?
Mm-hmm. Nico's Conaway with it.
We see that a lot today. Just let it fly, you know?
Yep. Rigo. Back to Conaway. Nico's to the near side. 4-gauge Gibson. Gibson back up top. Now Nico's with it on the far side. Gets it. Oh, what a cut down low. Braden Lay with the finish. And it's a 6-2 Van Far lead.
Good motion offense that time. Backdoor cut. Great look. Nice finish by Lay.
Kinsler back the other way to the free throw line for Turnbull. To the near side, here's a three. That one's a little long, and the rebound is grabbed by Van Far. So that offensive glass not working out here at the start for Elsberry. That shot off the glass on the runner, Nikos Conaway. And a timeout taken by Elsberry. They trail Van Far with 4:55 to go in the first. 8-2 from the Bowling Green Tournament on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Craig Bowen CPA, and Beinhoff Funeral Homes.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
After the timeout, Deshaun Dotson into the ball game. Gets it to Kinsler on the near side. Caden drops it down low for Kyle Turnbull. Turnbull goes off the glass, no good through traffic. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Elsberry. And if you're Pat Conaway, you got to love the start for your Van Far Indians.
Yeah, so far, a lot of energy. Like we said, they're going to get after it. They always do. And Elsberry's going to have to match that.
And sometimes being at such a height disadvantage creates opportunities. And that cut down low we saw a minute ago, probably a prime example of that. Van Far had the ball stripped away this time, but they get it back. With it is Lay.
We talked about their shooting issues, and there's a timeout. They haven't had to shoot from the outside yet. Everything's been inside.
Not yet. 8-2 our score. A timeout on the floor. We'll send it to the high school gym for our first Eagle 102 game break.
Well, Winfield has basically come in here and dominated right from the get-go over Silex. They're currently leading 18-5 here with 3:36 to go in the first quarter. So again, Winfield, the #1 seed in this tournament, leading Silex, #8 seed, by the score of 18-5 with 3:27 to go. That's been an Eagle 102 game break.
Thank you very much, Marianne. And Winfield started about how we thought they'd start.
Yeah, I'm curious, Marianne, if you're still on there. Is Carson back? He got hurt in the Clopton tournament.
He is not back. He is still sitting on the bench in street clothes.
Thank you.
So even with the injury situation, a fast start, it may affect him more in later rounds of this tournament. With the ball, here's a three from the far side. That one drops in. Carter Jennings with a tray for Van Far.
A high arcing tray.
Back the other way. Dotson too high off the glass. Grabbed by Turnbull. Turnbull's put back is good, and that breaks that Van Far run. 11-4 our score. Van Far ahead. In the near corner with it is Gibson. Gibson hands it off for Conaway. He goes to the corner, and they'll dribble out. Jennings back up top for Gibson. Gibson far side for Rigo. Morgan gets it to Nikos Conaway at the top of the key. He's looking to do a little drive. Scoops it at the last second. It's off the hand. Braden Lay out of bounds. Back to Elsberry.
Good look. I'm sorry, good look, but just a little bit behind Lay that time, and he couldn't quite corral it.
3:26 to play here in the opening quarter. Opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational. With it is Dotson. He's looking to go coast to coast. Gets cut off on the baseline. Kicks it back for Turnbull, and Turnbull gets called for a charge.
Nice little Hollywood act there, I'd say, by Mr. Rigo, but it worked.
There was just a little bit of extension. I don't think it quite warranted that spill.
Yeah, he went down a lot harder than the contact was.
Conaway with it over to the far side. Gets it back, top of the key. Long three, top, and that one's good. Nikos Conaway, NBA range.
Yeah, that was deep. For deep, for sure. 10 points, the biggest lead of the night.
Dotson with it on the far side. Gets it back now for Irving. Coming off an injury. They get a cutting Caden Kinsler, and he puts it home. 14-6. Van Far leads after that Elsberry basket. Out high with it is Lay. Lay hands it off for Rigo. Rigo back to Lay. To Rigo again. Morgan kicks it near side. And Gibson hands it off.
Van Far not wasting any time. Even after a made basket, they're trying to break.
Gibson, good head fake. Kicks it back from the free throw line to Conaway. Nikos Conaway. And a reach-in going to be called on Bryce Irving.
Will hold on the pass that time. Be his first foul, team's third.
2:07 to go here in the first quarter. Van Far with a 10-point lead on Elsberry after losing by what, 30 you said?
71-47.
So 30-ish. Here's Rigo with it at the low blocks. Kicks it right into the facial area of Dotson, and he takes it back the other way, puts it high off the glass and scores.
Nice use of the bank that time. Don't see that very often. Kissed it off the glass.
Conaway with it. To Lay. Oh, what a cut down low. A little too deep for the basket, but Conaway gets it back to Gibson. Now for Lay. Lay goes to his dribble, goes to the floor, picked up by Rigo. Rigo to the far corner for Conaway. He's trying to find some room amongst the trees. Shot goes over everything. Put back by Jennings went over everything, and here comes Elsberry. In transition, here's a three. Off the mark. Indians with the rebound. Elsberry Indians with the rebound. Here's Dotson from the free throw line extended, and he scores.
He's come along this year quite well. Had a big game in the third place game against Louisiana in that overtime game in the Clopton tournament.
Down to 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Jennings to the far side for Lay. Lay crosses over, finds a little bit of room, makes his way to the basket, and is fouled.
That'll be two on Bryce Irving, and we'll have our first free throws of the night, I believe.
That we will. 37.5 seconds to go. Did they ever put the last basket on the scoreboard here in the gym?
They did not.
Lay's first shot is good to extend the lead to 15-10. One more shot. And that one is no good for Lay. And the rebound grabbed by Twellman for Elsberry. He takes it coast to coast. Shot no good. Putback was good for Caden Kinsler.
Crashed the offensive glass.
And it's 15-12. So Elsberry trailed by as many as 10. Now it's a three-point game. Final 15 seconds of the first quarter. Conaway with it as Van Far looks for the last shot. He goes around everybody to the hoop and gets that one to go. Back the other way. At the buzzer off the glass and good. Oh, what a finish by Deshaun Dotson with the buzzer beater off the glass, and it's a two-point game. 17-15 after 8 minutes. Back with the second after this from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Lynn's Heritage House, and Knight Equipment Company.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, A taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game. And game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
17-15. Van Far leading after the opening 8 minutes. And let's send it to the high school gym for an Eagle 102 game break.
Well, we just started the second quarter. Right now, Winfield has extended their lead to 30-10 as we're just underway again here in the second quarter. So it's been quite the DJ Gillespie and Peter Nichols show here in this gym as they've drained threes and put up back-to-back buckets and lots of turnovers for the Owls this evening. So again, with exactly 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter, Winfield leads Silex 30-10. You're listening to an Eagle 102 game break.
Thank you very much, Marianne. 40 points in the first 9 minutes of that game. That's a high-scoring affair for high school in this day and age.
That it is.
Here's another three by Elsberry. Off the mark was Gavin Reller. Van Far with the rebound. Conaway to the far side for Gibson. Back to Conaway at the top of the key. He'll shoot from out there, but he hands it off near side for Cody Smith. Smith's first action of the night. Plays catch with Conaway between the points. Down to the corner for Rigo. Rigo back to Nikos Conaway. 45 seconds gone here in the second quarter. Over to the far side. Rigo with it again, just scoops it back. Here's Nikos for a three. It's off the mark. He was holding his fingers up. And the rebound grabbed by Turnbull.
Yeah, that's not good unless it goes in.
Yep. Spin move. Oh, what a move, but no finish for Caden Kinsler. And here comes Van Far the other way. And we're going to have an offensive foul called against Van Far. Got back that position, yeah. Rigo with the personal.
You think you and I both added an extra two points to Elsberry? They still have 13 on the scoreboard.
I know. No one said anything yet.
You would think that if it was wrong, the fans would be hooting.
And with it in trouble on the far side is Dotson. If we both got it. And now it's thrown away. Turnover by Elsberry. Gives it back to Van Far.
If we both got it wrong, we may want to both quit keeping score.
That's what halftime is for, is checking that book. Maybe the next timeout we'll take a look at it. It's not like we're far away.
No.
Oh, good cut down low. Conaway gets it in position, turns around and scores. Nikos Conaway extends that Van Far lead to 19-15. Dotson to Kinsler. He pulls up at the high blocks and scores. Caden Kinsler with 8.
Well, Elsberry came out in his zone the first possession. Now they've gone back to man-to-man. I would probably slide into his zone. We've got an illegal pick, it looks like.
It's going to be called on Cody Smith, his first, with 5:45 to go in the first half. Dotson hands it off for Kinsler in the backcourt for Elsberry. He takes it across the stripe. He's just going to let this thing develop a little bit. Hands it off now for Gladney. That shot no good. And the rebound grabbed by Rigo for Van Far.
Line drive shot that time by Gladney.
Rigo up top to the near side now for Smith. Cody almost threw it away. Good job by Conaway. Now kicks it to the corner for Gibson. Gibson center of the lane. Kicks it back out. Here's Rigo for three. That one rattles down. Morgan Rigo.
Second three-pointer of the night for Van Far.
Here's Dotson on the other end for Elsberry into the corner. Irving dribbled halfway out. Now hands it all the way out to Gladney. To Dotson. Dotson pulls up. That shot off the mark, and the rebound grabbed by Smith. Quickly up the floor. Now he gives it off to Gibson and to Lay. Lay dribbles back out top for Cody Smith. Smith back to Morgan Rigo. Rigo. Far side for Lay. Lay to the free throw line, kicks it back to Conaway. Nikos fakes the three, drives the lane, puts it off the glass and scores.
Conaway in double figures now with 11.
He's having a nice first half with 4:10 to go.
That he is. Lead back to 9.
With it is Irving to Dotson. Dotson kicks it back out. Kinsler. Kinsler stops, pops, scores. Caden Kinsler also having a nice first half.
Yeah, they haven't been able to keep him out of the lane. He's got double figures with 10.
Pass midway point of this second quarter.
Now a little, looks like maybe a little 1-2-2 zone this time.
Conaway in trouble. Kicks it to the corner for Gibson. Now for Lay. Lay tried to scoop it back. Got a little fancy there. Van Far able to continue, and a little floater over the defense for Conaway goes in. 26-19. Down to 3:15 to go. Here in the first half, opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational. This one has been a good one for a 2-7 matchup to start the tournament. Here's Irving with it to Kinsler. Kinsler back and forth, drives the lane, can't get the finish, got his own rebound, putback's no good, and this time the rebound goes to the floor and is fought for. They call the jump ball.
They did.
It was right there on the baseline, and it's going to stay with Elsberry.
As we told you, both of these teams will get after it, and they are. Bodies on the floor on every loose ball.
Kinsler to inbound. Looks to the corner now for Turnbull. Turnbull all the way back out top. Here's Dotson for three. Deshaun nails it. His second tray of the night.
Give him 10.
26-22. Corner for Rigo. Back up top for Smith. To Conaway. Into the corner for Rigo again. Back to Smith. He dribbles out. And Lay throws it away.
Just the third turnover. Both teams have played pretty clean, as hectic as it's been. Only 2 turnovers for Elsberry so far.
Here's Dotson. Hands it off for Kinsler. Kinsler stops and shoots over the defense for an easy 2.
Yep, they haven't had an answer for him yet. He's got 12. 1-2-2 half-court trap for Elsberry.
Smith gets it to Conaway. Conaway to the hoop, hits the bottom of the rim, and it's grabbed by Kyle Turnbull.
I think that might have been partially blocked by Turnbull from behind that time.
Kick it corner. Dotson 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound tipped out. And we're going to have a foul against, I believe, Evan Wilson.
That'll be his second. And the team's 5th.
He tried to swat out the rebound and didn't get the ball. He got a guy.
Yep, got a little bit of the back of the head, actually.
I mean, it's kind of ball-shaped. So Van Far with it. Minute 44 to play here in the half. 26-22. They lead Elsberry. Very entertaining first half. They get it down low. Conaway off the glass for 2 more. Nico's having a night.
13 for him. Big first half. Or 15 if you can add.
Yeah. Oh, good cut there for Kinsler, but he can't finish. Lay the rebound, and here comes Van Far. Gibson. It's a baseline for Rigo. Rigo. Good defense that time from Turnbull. They get it back off the glass, and Nikos with 2 more.
Just penetrating. Got good control of his body. Gets to the glass and makes them.
Yeah, the big guys are falling for that ball fake, too.
Right.
They work it down low. Ball gets loose, and it's taken away by Rigo. Here comes Van Far. Gibson, and he's going to put on the brakes. Probably a good idea. Rigo gets it back now for Lay. Lay to Gibson, and they'll set the offense with 44 on the clock. Just playing catch between the points, and near side now for Smith. To Gibson. He starts his dribble, hands it off now for Nikos Conaway. Over to the far side, Gibson, back to Conaway again. Near side for Smith. Down to 23 seconds. Conaway with 18 on the clock. It's tipped out of bounds. Almost taken back by Deshaun Dotson.
Telegraphed that pass, and Dotson just didn't quite get his fingertips on it.
16.7 seconds to go in the half. 30-22 is the Van Far, or 24 is the Van Far lead. 24 with it. Conaway, as we're down to 10 seconds, almost thrown away. Gibson gonna have to go now. They get it down to Lay. Lay off the glass, finds the basket. And almost another steal, and they run out of time. So Van Far shocks Elsberry in the first 2 quarters and leads this game 32-24. What a first half of basketball. We'll be back with a halftime report for you after this on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Great hair doesn't happen by chance. It happens by an appointment with PJ Salon. Make your appointment today and look your absolute best. PJ Salon in the Raintree Mall in Louisiana is your full-service salon, offering manicures, pedicures, tanning, and much more. Gift certificates for your someone special are always available, and walk-ins are welcome at PJ Salon. You may have 99 problems, but your hair doesn't have to be one of them. PJ Salon in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM. Sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
2 quarters in the books, and good 2 quarters for the Van Far Indians. They lead the number 2 seed in this tournament, Elsberry, 32-22. They must have waved off a Caden Kinsler basket that we didn't notice up here, but they've got him for 2 less than we did. So, and the scoreboard was 2 less, so we'll agree with that.
We'll go with that until we get to the end. And somebody from Elsberry adds up their scorebook and goes,
wait a minute. Yeah, exactly. That's about as good of a result for Van Far as you could hope for through the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, they just went up and down. And we talked about the smaller gym. I think they've taken advantage of that. As I said, they're breaking on made baskets. Usually you just see that on a missed basket, but they're jumping out of bounds and getting it in and running as quickly as they can down the court, trying to beat Elsberry. And then when they've got stopped and had to go into their half-court offense, they've been good at penetrating. Conaway very good getting in the paint, shooting body control shots and spinners off the glass, and they've got a couple of threes from he and Rigo. And so, yeah, I don't know if Van Far – that's probably the best half of basketball they played all year that we've seen for sure.
Exactly, and they've been able to weather the storm too. There was a couple of times when Elsberry would get that offense rolling, hit a 3 themselves. They got it down to low single digits there for a good while, and Van Far was able to put together another spurt and get this thing back up to 10.
Yeah, just 2 free throws in the entire first half, only 6 turnovers in the entire first half, so a well-played first half. The officials let them. There was some banging, but the one thing about officiating is you can tell how you're officiating, whether it's good or bad, by how the players react. Mm-hmm. You haven't seen a player complain one bit. They love the way it's being officiated. Let them go. Let them get up and down, get after it, and it's fun to watch.
It's Van Far 32, Elsberry 22. We'll take a break and check in with Marianne when we continue the Eagle 102 halftime report.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McCoy Blossom Funeral Home, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and the Ivins Insurance Agency.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
If it's time to ride or time to work, it's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than those at Hayden's. If you need help at work or at play, let Hayden's Motorsports Center be your one-stop shop for the most fun and hard-working power sports equipment in the area. They're always ready to help. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
Hi, this is Brock Mitchell, and I am a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat everything from sports injuries to work rehabilitation, arthritis, and post-surgical rehabilitation. This includes spinal care, balance issues, and vestibular treatment. You have a choice when it comes to physical therapy, and we hope you choose Advanced Physical Therapy. Conveniently located across from Bowling Green High School on Business 61. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
At Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair in Vandalia, they say it's better to prevent a breakdown than having to pay for one. Preventative maintenance is key, but if your machinery should break down, Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair is there to serve you in the shop, on the farm, or roadside. See Craig's for semi-truck and trailer repair, oil changes, overhauls, and much more. Farm planting season to harvest season and beyond, Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair can help keep all your equipment and big rigs rolling. Call in or stop in today. Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair, Highway 54 east of Vandalia.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Well, in the high school gymnasium, we're at halftime as well. Right now, it is a 49-18 as Winfield leads Silex. Scoring for the first half for Winfield, leading them right now. Peter Nickel and DJ Gillespie each have 19 points, followed in there by Brady Creech with 8 and Micah Burke with 3. For the Silex Owls, leading them in scoring right now, Cole Fessler has 7, Tyler Twelmo with 6, and Josh Price with 5. Turnovers have been a big issue with the Owls. They have 13 here in the first half to 2 by Winfield. So lots of threes hit in the first quarter by Winfield, helped get that lead. But they led, as we mentioned earlier, 30-10 at the end of the first. Here at halftime, they're up 49-18. You've been listening to an Eagle 102 game break.
Thank you very much, Marianne, here in the middle school gym. It's a shocker so far. The 7 seed leading the 2 seed in the opening round of this tournament, 32-22. Van Far leading Elsberry in the Battle of the Indians. Our first half scoring. Do you have that tallied up?
Oh, I do. Let's look at Elsberry. Just 3 players in the scoring column. 10 for Caden Kinsler, 10 for Deshaun Dotson, and 2 for Kyle Turnbull. They didn't shoot a free throw in the first half, and they only turned it over 3 times. For Van Far, big half for Nikos Conway. He had 17, 7 for Morgan Ragu, 5 for Braden Lay, and 3 for Carter Jennings on three-pointer. 1 of 3 three-pointers hit by Van Far in that first half. The Indians of Van Far were 1 for 2 from the free throw line. They only turned it over 3 times as well. Their biggest lead of the night is right now, 32-22, 10 points. Elsberry has never led in this game.
It's been a exciting 2 quarters here from the Bowling Green Middle School Gym, opening round of this 97th Bowling Green Invitational. And right now it's the Van Far Indians leading the Elsberry Indians 32-22. We'll start the second half for you when we come back on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, and Ann Lane Boutique.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
From our roots in St. Louis, Royal Banks of Missouri is branching out to continue serving you with our locations in St. Charles, Jerseyville, Granite City, and now in Hannibal, Center, and New London. Royal Banks of Missouri, the community bank in your community.
CMC Distributing in Louisiana is the place to turn for steel, culverts, industrial supplies, and central welding supplies. In addition, CMC Distributing offers trailer parts, truck accessories, truck beds, and trailer repairs. At CMC Distributing, they always go the extra mile while working hard to make sure you're satisfied. They do it that way for a simple reason. They appreciate your business. CMC Distributing, Highway 54, west of Louisiana.
Brown's Smokehouse Meats in Silex can help with all your meat processing, retail, wholesale, and custom butchering. Brown's Smokehouse Meats invite you to stop by their retail location in Troy at 185 East Cherry Street.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102, brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Veolia Landscape Supply, and a taste of Philly.
Second half underway, and Conaway with it for Van Far over to Rigo on the far side. Back out top to Gibson in the center circle as the Van Far Indians with the opening possession. Here's Conaway to the corner for Lay. Lay going to try the three. It hits the side of the backboard. The rebound grabbed by Kinsler, and he's on the run. Caden Kinsler going coast to coast. Cut it a little too fine off the glass. Rebound tipped to the corner, and here comes Nikos Conaway for Van Far. He makes a move, kicks it far side. Lay pops through the lane. Shot a little long, and Dotson the rebound for Elsberry. So Lay's come out a little excitable here in the second half.
Both teams going full speed ahead.
Here's a three from the corner, and draining it is Evan Wilson, his first points of the night.
And they're going to check Morgan Rigo. He had a collision with that close wall that you mentioned in the pregame on that breakaway by Kinsler. Came up a little hobbled. And the officials checks to make sure he's okay. He says, let's roll.
He's a football player. He'll be fine. Back up top is Nikos Conaway. Conaway to Gibson. That's Gage Gibson between the circles over to the far side for Lay. Near side for Conaway. He's going to try another long three. That one's off the mark, and the rebound out high to Bryce Irving. Irving on the run. Gives it to Dodson for Elsberry. Elsberry gets it down low. Turnaround shot. That one's off the back iron and out for Turnbull, and Van Far with the rebound.
From point blank range. Elsberry in a 2-3 zone the last two trips, trying to stop the penetration of Van Far.
Rigo with it. Get him to go with Conaway, and now back out for Lay. Lay to Gage Gibson again. Over the far side for Braden Lay. Silex Lady Owls in here watching this game. I guess they watched the first half of that game against Winfield and came over here. Lay with it up top for Gibson to the near side for Rigo. Down low, and it's out of bounds. It's going to stay with Van Far. In the blind spot.
In the blind spot. Yep, we're up on the stage here at the old gym.
Gibson gets it to Conaway. Conaway, they're packing it in down low now, trying to prevent Nikos from getting those easy buckets.
Absolutely. He's been at the high post.
Oh, he works his way through that time through traffic, but his pass is intercepted, and here comes Kinsler. I'm not sure if it was a pass or a shot. Center of the lane, that shot is short and goes out of bounds as Irving, I think he got caught in between there.
Yeah, he tried to shoot at one of those little runners that the kids like to shoot this day and age, but he kind of got it deep in his palm, almost on the heel of his hand, and shot it. It was dead when it came out of his hand.
Here's Gibson. To Lay. Back to Gage Gibson. Down to the corner for Carter Jennings. Back up top for Braden Lay. Lay stripped of the ball, and here comes Elsberry. Irving stripped on his way to the bucket by Conaway. Ball taken away by Kinsler. Oh, my goodness.
There's some of the wildness we've been looking forward to.
Now goes to the floor again. Picked up by Irving. Turnaround, and that one's no good. Getting his own rebound is Turnbull, and it's taken away by Rigo. My goodness, 4:50 to go here in the third quarter. Getting exciting here in the old gym.
We have 4 turnovers in that exchange.
It's more than we had in the whole first half. Conaway gets it to Rigo. His floater in, out, back in. First points of the second half for Rigo, and a timeout taken by Elsberry. Morgan with 9. And it's a 34-25 Van Far lead here in the third on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop Alicia Koenig, Sun Window Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynsheritage.com.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice in all parts.
After the timeout, Dotson is fouled. I think they're going to call on Rigo.
I believe so. That'll be his second. First foul of the half by either club.
Well, they never reported anything, did they? They just say it went out of bounds?
Yeah, maybe they said it just went out of bounds.
Initially looked, and that shot is short. Kinsler with the rebound. His putback is easy. Caden Kinsler with a dozen. 34-27 Van Far. Here's Gibson going to try the three. That's off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Evan Wilson for Elsberry.
Well, that's what Elsberry wants Van Far to do, is fire up those early threes. Van Far's got to be disciplined not to do that.
Wilson over to the far side. Here's Dotson. High blocks, kicks it back out to the near corner. And again, here's a three, top of the key, off the mark, and the rebound all the way to Dotson in the far corner. Deshaun kicks it back. Wilson now for Eli Gladney, and now we're going to have a foul.
Well, we're not going to say that until we see it anymore.
It's Rigo.
It is his second this time.
First foul for either side in the second half, and we played over 4 minutes. And they're checking Kinsler, and they're going to have to send him off. There's blood. Busted open that lip, it appears. And he'll come to the Elsberry bench, so expensive foul for Elsberry.
Yeah, they need him in the game.
Out high now into the corner for Irving. He dribbles out to Deshaun Dotson. Dotson works around the defense off the glass and scores. Up high off the glass. He's got a dozen. 5-point game, 34-29. Van Far still with the lead over to Lay on the far side corner. Gibson gives it to Conaway. He tries to find some room on the baseline. Reverses. Tip-up shot by Jennings is no good. Conaway the rebound, and they could have called a little goaltending there almost. That was very close.
Hit the net, but it wasn't on the ring, I don't believe.
Shot no good. And now a three from the far side is up and over and gets stuck in the apparatus holding up the backboard with 2:50 to go. The coaches for Van Far are asking if this is a forfeit. If the ball can't, if they can't get it down. They're going to get another ball. Yep. Another ball in there and get this thing knocked out. That'd be something if they left it up there. That would mess with me the rest of the game.
Yeah, I don't know what you want the official doing that.
Hey, all right. Took him 2 shots, but he was able to dislodge that ball from behind the backboard. 34-29, it'll be Van Far ball. Next whistle, we'll check in with Marianne for an Eagle 102 game break. But right now, Lay with it to Conaway. It's on the near side now and we're going to have a foul called on Eli Gladney.
I believe that'll be his first.
Second foul of the half. First on the Elsberry Indians. Here's Gibson out high with it to Lay. Lay comes out of the corner. Kicks it back to Rigo off his hand and all the way to the line. Good job by Morgan. to keep possession. Now he loses it to the floor, and it's taken away by Elsberry and tied up. And it's going to be Elsberry Indian ball.
Good hustle by both clubs.
And back in the ball game, patched up is Caden Kinsler.
Yeah, I don't know where he had blood.
I think it was just a small cut on his lip.
Tom Brady-esque, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Out high. Shot off by the glass by Irving's no good. The rebound grabbed by Rigo. To the far side, now into the corner. Here's a three. That one's well off the mark. And the rebound grabbed by Kinsler. Boy, he's strong. Good cut, good spin. Shot off the glass, good, and a foul and a big fist pump from Caden Kinsler.
They'll count the basket and he'll go to the line. That's where he's really strong. When he goes up, hangs in the air with contact and people hanging on him, he's able to get it on the glass for the bucket and the foul.
Foul is on Braden Lay, his second. It's a three-point game, and while we get ready for this free throw, we'll send it to the high school gym for an Eagle 102 game break.
Coming out of a timeout right now, Winfield leads Silex by the score of 57-28. So again, 57-28, 3:30 to go here in the third. Winfield's on top. Back to Mark and Jim.
And we've got a timeout on the floor ahead of the free throw, 34-31. Vanfar leads Elsberry here in the opening round. Take a break, come back with more of the Bowling Green tournament after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by West End Financial Services, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and True Manufacturing.
Hello, my name is Lisa Blossom Payne. My family owns and operates McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory. We have 3 locations to serve you: Bowling Green, Troy, and Hawk Point. We provide both traditional funerals and cremation services. In addition, we also offer pre-arrangement options that freeze the cost. If you would like further information, please contact McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory at 573-213-5110.
Area High School Sports is on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital and Cellular and Satellite Center.
34-31 is the Vanfar lead. They've led by as many as 10 in this ball game, but it's down to 3 right now, and Kinsler with a chance to make it a 2-point deficit from the line for Elsberry.
Yeah, there was no official timeout that time. There's blood on the floor, so they're cleaning that up. Whatever happened to the days of having to bring out disinfectant and all that stuff. COVID's made everybody forget about all that, right?
Yeah,
Let's just wipe it up and go.
Free throw, in and out, no good. Lay the rebound, and it's taken back by Twellman. He was the only Elsberry Indian in the backcourt. And a blocking foul going to be called on Rigo, his third.
That was the first free throw for Elsberry in this game.
So you're saying their free throw percentage is 0% right now?
Yes, Vanfar's only shot 2. But they're 1 for 2.
Here's Dotson out of the corner, Twellman, and he throws it away. So Twellman giveth and Twellman taketh away.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Taketh away and giveth.
Yeah. 34-31. Minute 40 to go here in the third quarter. Here's Conaway. He's been silenced so far here in the second half. 3 ball, no good, but we're going to have a foul and 3 free throws. Gladney made contact.
Kind of ran into Gibson after the 3. And we will get 3 free throws.
And already here in the first 2 nights, this is our second foul on a 3 ball.
Really?
Had one last night, have one tonight. First free throw's good.
Don't see it very often, do you?
Nope.
By the way, this is the James A. Wilson Gymnasium for those of you that are my age and older.
Made the first 2.
This was the place on this week in January for many, many years.
Uh-huh.
Many of those 97 years.
And that wall that we're looking at right now.
It was not there.
No.
Good free throw shooting by Gibson as he drains all 3 of them.
Gets it back to a 6-point lead for Vanfar. Here's Kinsler with it for Elsberry. Good crossover, finds some room against Gibson. Almost throws it away. Gladney with it now. Over to the far side. Here's Dotson for three. That one splashes home. Deshaun Dotson with a tray. He's got 15. And it's a 37-34 ball game. Van Far ahead.
This one's not over with yet, folks.
Oh, far from it. Here's Lay on the far side, back up top. Smith playing catch between the points. Now Conaway with it. Like those shoes on Nikos.
Bright yellow.
Good spin move by Smith. Gets it back now for Gibson.
As opposed to Cody Smith having the gold shoes.
Now for Lay. Finds a little room. Kicks it to the baseline. Here's a three. A little two-hand push there. Goes over everything, but Van Far keeps. Here's Gibson for three. That one rattles home. So Gage Gibson coming alive.
He'd had a tough shooting night. Got to see those three free throws go in. Now the ball's going in the hole for him.
Kinsler, center of the lane. Shot good. 2 quick points there for Caden Kinsler.
Down to 10 seconds.
8 as they cross the line. Here's Smith with it. With 4 on the clock. Get it back to Conaway. He falls down, but able to keep it. Gibson's shot is late. So Scooper didn't go anyway. And Van Far will have to settle for a 4-point lead after 3 quarters. It's the Van Far Indians 40, the Elsberry Indians 36. Back with the 4th after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated, B&R Auto Body and Sandblasting, and Billy Collins Construction.
Buying a home can be scary, but not with RE/MAX Realty. Whether you're looking to sell or to buy a home, commercial property, investment property, or land in Pike County and the surrounding area, the RE/MAX Realty Shop is here to help. When you or someone you know wants a passionate advocate to share the home buying experience with, call me. We will both be glad you did. I'm Elisha Koenig, RE/MAX agent.
The Evans Insurance Agency is a family-owned and operated independent brokerage. We take pride in sponsoring local athletic and academic achievements. Scott and Shirley Evans offer only the best in customer service while protecting your home, auto, toys, and business needs. Give us a call at 816-772-5182.
Tell my mom and dad to into it.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It'll be Van Far ball to start the 4th quarter. They lead 40-36. They led by 10 at the half, so a good comeback quarter for Elsberry to cut into it.
14-8 advantage for the Indians. They went into that zone, and that slowed Van Far down a little bit. They've been able to stop the penetration for the most part.
Gibson with it. Back out for Lay. Lay to the near side for Smith. Smith drops it down to Conaway, center of the lane. Kicks it off to Rigo, but the pass was up on his chin, and it's lost to Elsberry. Here comes Kinsler back the other way, trying to cut in a little deeper. That shot good. Caden Kinsler with 2 more.
You know he is going to the hole until you stop the basketball. What's rule number 1 in fast break defense? Stop the basketball.
Exactly. 2-point game. Here's a 3 from the corner. That one's good. Gibson with another tray.
Yes, sir. He's found the range. Finally, he's got 9.
All in the last 2 minutes.
Ooh, Irvin about double dribbled.
Kinsler, turnaround shot. That's easy. Caden Kinsler.
Up to 20 for Kinsler.
43-40. Minute gone here in the 4th. Lay to Smith on the far side. His pass tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Van Far.
After Conaway had 17 in the first half, Elsberry shut him out in the 3rd quarter. Gibson's picked up the slack as he scored 6 in the quarter.
We'll switch our coverage for the 2nd game of the night on air to the high school gym for Bowling Green's opening round matchup. And on KJFMradio.com, we'll have this game, the 2nd game from here in its entirety, as Kinsler hits 2 more to make it a 1-point game. 43-42, a timeout on the floor. This is an exciting one. Far from over here in the opening round of the 97th Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Trophy Properties and Auction, Joe Ogden Agent, Louisiana Flowers and Gifts, and La Crosse Lumber in Louisiana.
You simply can't buy a better replacement window than one from Sun Window Company. Energy-efficient windows and doors with a lifetime warranty on both the window and installation. Sun Window Company, family-owned and operated since 1989, offers low factory direct prices on high-quality vinyl windows, custom designed to fit perfectly and built to last. See how much you can save. Call Sun Windows, 573-549-2080 for details and a free estimate. Sun Window Company, Highway 161 in Middletown.
Follow Area High School Sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown's Smokehouse Meats.
Van Far 43, Elsberry 42. This is the 2-7 matchup from the opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational. It's been a dandy here on men's opening night. We'll have North Callaway and Bowling Green, the 4-5 matchup on KJFM Radio to finish out the night. And on KJFMradio.com, we'll have the 3-6 matchup between Louisiana and Clopton. It's in its entirety here from the middle school gym.
Not every tournament, very rarely in tournaments do you see a 2-7 matchup this close.
From the corner, a three. That goes over everything, and the rebound grabbed by Evan Wilson for Elsberry. They're going to try for their first lead of the night, and the ball's taken away by Smith. Right near the center stripe, they get it to Rigo. Rigo pumps off the glass, no good. Rebound grabbed by Kyle Turnbull, and then we're going to have a blocking foul called against Van Far.
That'll be on Smith, his second.
Neither team anywhere near the bonus. Back the other way. Here's Dotson for Elsberry. Ball loose and goes into the backcourt, and it's over and back. They said he made new contact before he crossed back into the backcourt. And it gives it to Van Far on the turnover. Nearing 2 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Really good call. If Urban would let that ball bounce one more time, it would have bounced in the backcourt and he'd have been fine.
Yep. Conaway to Smith on the far point. Van Far looking to keep this lead. They've led by as many as 10, and that one's tipped by Dotson. Taken away by Turnbull, and Dotson with it again. Here's Deshaun. Trying to go coast to coast. Scoop off the glass. No good. Boy, he got his own rebound, though. Van Far a little lazy on the rebound. Now it's a Kinsler shot short, and Conaway gets it this time. Long pass ahead. Here's a shot no good by Gibson, but he's heading back to the free throw line.
Glad he didn't necessarily like the call, but that's a good foul. At least make Gibson go to the line and shoot 2 free throws as opposed to giving an uncontested layup. Third foul on Gladney.
Just not a whole lot of fouls called tonight. It's been fun. Good physicality, good speed up and down the floor.
Like I said at half, you haven't seen a player complain, have you? This is the way they like to go.
Oh, and Gibson misses the first. He was 3 for 3 from the line.
I'm sure some of our armchair referees up in the stands are hooting and hollering about it, but it's been good.
And he made the second one back to a 2-point lead for Van Far. Again, they've led by as many as 10 in this contest.
Elsberry's never led in this game.
Not a one, so now they throw it away.
5th turnover, a half, 7th. Check that, 8th for the game. 7 turnovers for Van Far in the second half. 10 for the game for them as well.
Van Far 44, Elsberry 42, down to 5:24 to go in regulation. How many overtimes did you have at KU last night?
2. We don't need any more of that. We want regulation wins tonight.
Smith to near side. Conaway for 3. That one a little bit long, and the rebound all the way out to Eli Gladney. Here comes Elsberry up the floor. Kinsler trying to tie, and a blocking foul sent Conaway all the way into the end wall. And there's our first complaint tonight.
Yeah, they're calling a foul before the collision, I believe. Two-handed hand check before.
And good explanation by the official, exactly what you said. Here's Kinsler to the near corner for the lead. In, out. Rebound. And foul called before the shot. Second back-to-back fouls on Nikos Conaway.
Still, well, that makes the 17th foul, or 16th foul,
Yeah.
I should say. So Elsberry will shoot free throws from here on out.
Far side. Elsberry with it. Good pick put on.
Another turnover.
And taken away. Lay is fouled on his way to the hoop. It's on the floor, and it's on Evan Wilson, his third.
I mean, when these guards get the basketball for either team, it's 100 miles an hour to the glass. And see what happens.
Yep. From the corner, a three. That one off the rim, and what do we have? They're going to call Turnbull?
Nope, I think they had a push in the back from Wilson on the backside on the rebound.
That's his fourth. He'll have to come out with 4:39 to go. 44-32 Van Far. Both teams have gone cold shooting in the last 2 minutes. Since this became a two-point game, neither team can hit a shot. Here's Conaway. He's trying to hit one now. Can't. Got his own rebound, and we're going to have another foul on the floor on Turnbull.
Yeah, a little tough luck foul on Turnbull that time. He actually had the ball up high. Conaway was inside of him. When Conaway jumped back into him, he picked up the over-the-back foul.
Yep. Perks of being shorter there.
Yeah.
Conaway out high and taken away by Dotson. Off the inbound play, Deshaun Dotson goes one-on-one, too high off the glass, and we're going to have a foul, and Deshaun's going to go to the line to try and tie this.
Foul will be on Gibson, I believe. And that should be his first.
You're right on there. 4:27 to play. And while Deshaun shoots these free throws, we'll send it to the high school gym for an Eagle 102 game break.
Well, this one's in the books as Winfield walked away with the win over Silex by the score of 73-41. I was just in the process of tallying up some numbers. We'll get those for you a little bit later. But again, Winfield advances on as they defeat Silex 73-41. You've been listening to an Eagle 102 game break.
Dotson made the first one, missed the second, so Van Far still in the lead by one. 44-43, down to 4:20 to play in regulation. Over to the far side. Here's Smith with it. To the corner. Ball fake, Gibson, and he traveled.
Did a little spin move, kind of lost his, was expecting some contact, didn't get it, and as a result, lost his balance and fell backwards just a hair and whistled for that travel.
Here's Kinsler with it. Caden Kinsler gives it off to Deshaun Dotson. Out high. Shot. Kinsler can't hit. Rebound, and Elsberry ahead for the first time in this ball game. Caden Kinsler makes it 45-44, 3:50 to go.
He's got 22 points, or 24 points. My math's off today. I didn't work today.
Speaking of 24, that's Conaway on the miss, and on the rebound, Rigo is fouled. He'll head to the line to try and give Van Far back the lead.
And that's on Gladney. It'll be his fourth. Rigo will go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws.
And the first shot is good, and we're tied at 45.
Talk about it. Almost every close game, this is where you make your money in the final 4 minutes from the charity stripe.
And he hit them both. Van Far back ahead, a timeout on the floor. 46-45, the Van Far Indians lead the Elsberry Indians here in the opening round of the 97th Bowling Green Invitational on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Night Owls Cafe, Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, and CarQuest. Founded in 2000, Sparks Maintenance Contracting out of Bowling Green has since been performing industrial maintenance nationwide and plans to continue growing. Sparks Maintenance Contracting, attention to detail and compassion are only some of the many things that separate them from other competitors. Teamwork is the key to success in business and in sports. Best wishes to all the area teams from Sparks Maintenance Contracting, proudly serving America.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
46-45, Van Far with the lead, Elsberry with the ball. 2-7 matchup has been fantastic here at this 97th Bowling Green Invitational. Dotson on the far side to Kinsler out high. Now for Eli Gladney into the corner for Elsberry. Kinsler He goes to his dribble, center of the lane, shot no good, and the rebound taken away by Turnbull. His putback no good, but a foul going to be whistled on Gage Gibson, his second.
Good rebound that time. Kyle has a terrible habit of bringing the ball down either to his waist or putting it on the ground on a rebound. If he can just learn to keep it above his head, life would be much simpler for him.
At the line, trying to tie, and the first shot is no good. Still a 1-point Van Far lead. One more opportunity here. Second shot is good, and we're all knotted at 46. 5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Mark Cronick, Jim Ross here in the middle school gym. Marianne in the high school gym. She'll have the featured game in the nightcap. Turnaround shot from the free throw line's no good. Rebound picked up by Van Far, thrown into the backcourt and out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to Elsberry, looking for the lead.
Yeah, I could have let that bounce. That was a loose ball. I don't know if they'd have called that possession or not. I'm probably taking my chance on whether it was a backcourt or not rather than trying to save it.
Kinsler with 2:40 to go. Free throw line, steps inside, shot, rims out. Ball goes to the floor, and it's picked up by Van Far. Conaway comes away with it. He needs to find some points. Been shut down here in the second half to Lay. Lay gives up his dribble, now gives the ball back to Nikos. Nikos out high for Smith. Cody Smith to the near side for Gage Gibson. Down to 2:13 to play. Into the corner now. Ball fake. Back to Gibson again. And here's Lay with it. Back to Gibson. Flips it back to Smith. Cody Smith again. Works against Irving. Now hands it off for Nikos Conaway in the center circle. Near side for Gibson. Over to the far side for Rigo. Gibson again with it. Interesting strategy here for Van Far in a tie game at 46. Down to 1:38 to play. Ball tipped. And, oh, it is taken by Irving. Gets it to Dotson in the front court. His shot no good, but he'll head to the line to try and give Elsberry a lead. 1:30 to go. What do you think of stalling there with
Well, I don't know that they were really stalling to stall the clock. I think they were trying to get a backdoor cut, which they did the entire first half. It just never opened up for them, and as a result, they threw it away.
First shot good. Elsberry leads by a point.
That would have been a lot of time to run off the clock with the defense pressuring you like that.
Where you going, Conaway, in the low blocks for the second free throw, and that one is high and no good. Hit the rim twice, comes out, Conaway the rebound, 1:25. Van Far trailing Elsberry by a point. Into the corner, Gibson thought about the three, gives it back to Smith, now to Conaway. His three from the corner, long, and the rebound grabbed by Rigo. Here's Lay with it, stripped of the ball. Gibson gets it back. Pressure to the floor, and we're going to have a foul on Deshaun Dotson.
And everybody's in a bonus now.
So 1-and-1's coming for Gage Gibson. He hit his first three, missed a free throw, and then hit his last one. So 4 of 5 from the line. Shot, good, we're tied.
Nice smooth stroke there by Gage.
One shot. Gage Gibson puts it up. In and out. Kinsler the rebound. We're knotted at 47. 1:05 to play in this opening round barn burner. Kinsler. Now he is stalling. Down to 50 seconds. And a timeout taken by Elsberry. 48.5 seconds to go in the fourth. All knotted at 47. Elsberry ball when we come back on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Eisenbath Auto and Supply, Remax Realty Shop Agent Kelly Crane, and La Crosse Lumber Company in Vandalia.
West End Financial Services in Louisiana will tell you, of course money isn't everything, but it certainly is something. No matter how you feel about it, it's impossible to get along without it. You may not need extra funds now, but if it happens to you, remember solving money problems is West End Financial Services business. West End Financial Services offers check cashing and short-term loans along with Western Union. Open Monday to Thursday 10 to 5, Fridays 10 to 6, and Saturday 10 to 2. Locally owned and operated West End Financial Services in Louisiana off Georgia Street.
The most complete coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
47-47. What has Elsberry done differently to stop Nikos Conaway here in the second half?
The zone. It was the zone. They went to the zone, and they've stopped the penetration. And, that's a lot about his game is being able to penetrate. And then if he gets picked up, kicking it out to either Gibson or Jennings. We haven't seen a whole lot of Jennings because this pace has been so fast. He's stayed to the bench.
All right, Dotson with it for Elsberry to Kinsler on the far side. Tie game with 38 seconds to go. Here's Kinsler. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound, batted around, it's out of bounds. Last touch by Caden Kinsler. Van Farr will have it with 32.9 seconds to go.
They've got a couple timeouts left, so we'll see if they want to bring it down.
Here's
Call a
Conaway.
timeout when they get into the front court. A little half-court trap, looks like, by Elsberry.
Underhand, back to Conaway.
It's going to be a 2-3 zone. They kind of spread out.
Here's Nikos with it, out high, over to the far side for Smith. Down to 10 seconds. Lay, corner. Gibson to Conaway for three. Oh, a little bit long. Rebound taken by Elsberry, and we are going to overtime by about 2.5 inches. 47-47, the three-quarter court shot went off the rim. And we're going to an extra period here in the opening round of this Bowling Green Invitational. 47-all between Elsberry and Van Farr. Back with overtime after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, PJ Salon, and Center Locker Service.
True Manufacturing in Bowling Green is hosting a hiring event Tuesday, February 1st from 2:30 until 6 p.m. at their plant location in Bowling Green. True Manufacturing is looking for night shift and weekend warrior shifts with beginning pay between $19 and $20 per hour. If you're looking for a career change, True Manufacturing may be your answer. Mark your calendars now to attend the hiring event Tuesday, February 1st at 16755 Industrial Park in Bowling Green. True Manufacturing is an equal opportunity employer.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
So in the second half for Van Farr, only two players have scored. Gage Gibson came alive with a big second half, and Morgan Rigo with 4 points. But Elsberry really made a push here after they switched to that zone and were able to get back in this ball game.
Another 11-7 scoring advantage for them in the fourth.
And here's Lay going against Turnbull again in the center circle. And we are underway in overtime. Conaway grabs the ball, goes in against Kinsler off the glass, no. And the rebound, and we're going to have a travel called on Evan Wilson. Not Evan Wilson, but Eli Gladney after the Indians of Elsberry had taken it away.
Got the rebound and spun the pass and nobody home, so he drug the pivot foot. Now Van Farr turns it over.
Smith gives it right to Dotson. Dotson center of the lane, shot stuck on the back shelf and went down. 49-47 Elsberry. Turnovers. Definitely magnified here in overtime.
No question about it.
49-47 Elsberry leads. Smith. Low pass for Lay, gives it back. Here's a three for Conaway. That one rattles down. Nikos Conaway gives Van Farr back the lead.
He's got 20. First points for him in the second half.
Comes here in overtime. 50-49 Van Farr. Here's Dotson baseline. Good job by Van Far coming back. Wild shot taken. Lay the rebound, hands it off to Conaway, and here comes Van Far with a 1-point lead in the ball. 2:45 left in overtime. Over to the far side, now he gets it back. Center circle for Gibson. Gage Gibson fakes a pass, takes a three. That one's a little long, and the rebound picked up by Gladney for Elsberry.
Ooh, that would have been a big one.
Yeah, it would. Just a touch too long. Kinsler going to drive to the hoop. Shot good, and a foul.
Ooh, a little continuation there,
Yeah,
huh?
I'd say. Wow. 51-50. Good album. It's Van Halen. And our score. Ellsbury ahead by a point. Kinsler can make it two.
Now you're making references that these young kids have no idea what you're talking about, like I do all the time.
Yeah. He hits the free throw, 3-point play. And the biggest lead of the night for Ellsbury, 2 points. Here's Gibson, right below us in front of the Van Far bench. To Conaway for three. He is just chucking it right now. Off the mark, and the rebound picked up by Irving. Bryce Irving with it. Over to the far side, Caden Kinsler. Kinsler from inside the free throw line, a little bit long. Rebound goes all the way to the floor, and we're going to have a tie-up? Yes. He took Turnbull backwards about 8 feet, but he hung onto the ball.
Long rebound, and of course, as we mentioned, Turnbull has almost a head height advantage over every player on the floor for Van Far right now. But they were able to tie him up.
Floater. Dotson no good. Rebound picked up by Braden Lay. Long pass ahead to Gibson. He'll wait for help to arrive, and a timeout taken by Van Far. They trail Ellsbury 52-50 in overtime. Minute 43 to go. Opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Calumet of Missouri, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
No matter which team you're rooting for this season, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our great teams have a wonderful and successful year. Young Enterprises Incorporated features A.K. and Kent Feeds, Ascro and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Young Enterprises Incorporated online at youngenterprisesinc.com. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
B&R Auto Body and Sandblasting in Silex specializes in sandblasting, painting, and bodywork on large equipment such as road tractors, semi-trucks, dump trucks, and more. The team at B&R Auto Body and Sandblasting has the knowledge and skill to get your large equipment in tip-top shape. Call B&R today for a quote at 636-262-4304. That's 636-262-4304. B&R Auto Body and Sandblasting in Silex.
Louisiana Flowers and Gifts reminds you Valentine's Day is the perfect time to show those around you how much they mean. And nothing says I love you better than flowers. Stop by and place your Valentine's Day orders Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to noon. Louisiana Flowers and Gifts, your Valentine's Day headquarters on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Gibson with the ball after the timeout. Now to Smith. Now Rigo gives it to Conaway. 52-50. Van Far trailing Ellsbury. Here in overtime. Gibson on the near point. Back for Nikos Conaway, who had a big first half. Has a three here in OT. Gibson to Smith. He's going to try the three. That's a foot wide and right into the waiting arms of Eli Gladney. Still a 2-point game. Kinsler. Shot good and a foul.
Another and one for Kinsler in this overtime. Fourth foul on Gage Gibson.
Win or lose, you got to give all the credit in the world to these Van Far Indians.
Played their hearts out. Will it be enough?
Right now, a 5-point lead for Ellsbury. Their biggest of the night comes in here in OT. You need a 3 here. And you need it in a hurry. Here's Gibson. Here's the 3. In and out. Rigo gets the rebound. Put back. No, but a foul will send Morgan Rigo to the line. 55-50. Elsberry leads here in OT number 1.
Foul will be on Gladney, his 5th. Evan Wilson will return for him, and Rigo, a couple big free throws here in this overtime.
Gladney, no points tonight. Rigo at the line. Down to 25 seconds even, and the shot is good.
Two very young teams.
Uh-huh.
All sophomores for Van Far.
He hit them both. 55-52. Van Far takes a timeout. 25 seconds to go here in overtime. This opening round matchup from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Craig's Truck and Tractor, Royal Banks, and CMC Distributing and Manufacturing.
Before and after the game, Night Owls Cafe has your fix for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. Night Owls is the perfect spot for down-home cooking, offering a full menu of tasty items sure to fit your taste buds. From breakfast sandwiches and waffles to pizza, burgers, and wraps, Night Owls has it all. Check out the Night Owls Facebook page for daily specials and updates on their freshly baked pastries. Night Owls Cafe, 115 Main Street in Silex.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102, brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Veolia Landscape Supply, and a taste of Philly.
55-52, 25 seconds to go. The second game is underway, and we'll switch our coverage at the conclusion of this one over to the high school gym. But let's check in with Marianne Everhart for a quick Eagle 102 game break. Yeah, well,
we're not doing it. I don't think we're tied together anymore.
Yeah, there you go. So we'll get that. Of course, the game is available on KJFMradio.com. And with the ball is Kinsler. So they got it in. Dotson down to 15 seconds. He's just looking to be fouled, and he is. Foul will go.
Conaway, I believe, his 4th. Dotson will get 2 free throws. We're over the 10 foul double bonus.
And the shot is good. It's a 2-possession game. 56-52.
Yeah, that's the big free throw right there. You had to have one of the two.
Second shot, he almost missed that on purpose, and we're going to have a foul on the rebound on Kinsler. So we're going to be shooting free throws the other way.
Not what Elsberry wanted. Let that ball go, burn some clock.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, Conaway gets to walk to the free throw line and try and score points without the clock running. He'll get 2 as well.
First one's good. And it's a 3-point game again, so now he wants to miss. Well, he hit them both, and the timeout taken. He's got 5 in overtime, 20 in the game. 56-54 our score. Elsberry ahead by 2 with 12.3 seconds to go in overtime. We'll take a quick break, come back with the finish of this one after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Craig Bowen CPA, and Beinhoff Funeral Homes.
When on a quest for parts to get you back on the road, look no further. CarQuest has all of your automobile and agricultural needs. With locations in Bowling Green, Louisiana, and Vandalia, CarQuest is your leading auto parts retailer. CarQuest offers die-hard batteries, hydraulic hoses, water pumps, remanufactured automotive parts, maintenance items, and accessories such as oil filters for all makes and models. End your quest today. Stop by CarQuest and get experienced help to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice and all parts.
56-54. Elsberry leads. 12.3 seconds to go. They've got the ball. They get it into Kinsler. Fouling. There you go. Conway's done, though. That's the wrong guy to have in that position.
Yeah, and he probably didn't. That's why he didn't want to foul.
Yeah.
Because he knew that would be his 5th.
So Conway fouls out with 9.5 seconds to go.
And a couple of free throws here kind of seal this deal. But he's got to have them both, or a 3 will still tie it.
9.5 seconds, 56-54. And at the line, Caden Kinsler. And he misses the first.
So you got to look for Gage Gibson or Carter Jennings to shoot the 3. They're going to run what they call this little wheel play, where they run a guy along the baseline and try and get him open in the corner.
And the second one is good, 57-54. Here we go, 7 seconds on the clock and a timeout taken. We'll keep it here with Van Far trailing by 3, 6.3 on the clock. And you've got the whiteboard. What are you drawing up here? Exactly what you said. Right?
Yeah, whatever their best play is to get, probably, it's got to be either Gibson or Jennings, I would think. They're the two that have hit threes. Rego hit one early, but that's probably not really his cup of tea. So you're going to look to try and get whatever play you've got that you can get one of those two guys open for a 3. That's what you've got to run.
6.3 seconds on the clock. Again, we'll be joining on air the Bowling Green North Callaway game. It is just underway. Our second game here in the middle school gym we'll have for you on KJFMradio.com with a live stream. That's Louisiana and Clopton coming up next.
I got to give you fair warning. Last night in the first overtime, KU hit a 3 at the buzzer to tie it to send it to the second overtime. I'm having flashbacks.
Fieldhouse over KU, a
little raucous.
Yeah, probably has a few more years on it than even this building.
Yes, it's got quite a few.
All right, here we go. Smith down to 1. Here's the shot. Did they get it off? It's short anyway, and Elsberry survives in overtime in this 2-7 matchup, 57-54. What a ball game to open up the men's side of this Bowling Green Invitational. 57-54 our final, and we will send it to the high school gym for Marianne and the North Callaway Bowling Green game here on Eagle 102.
Coach Chance, 15 minutes? Yeah. Oh, damn.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports Center, Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, Penrod Real Estate, and Clint Bowen Construction.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
What a ball game in our first game. 57-54 our final. Elsberry survives Van Far. Van Far led that game by as many as 10. In fact, led at the half by 10, and it was just chipping away after that for Elsberry. They were able to shut down Conway in the second half and get themselves back into the ball game, force overtime, And in the overtime session, it came down to a lot of free throws, a lot of and ones for Caden Kinsler. So a 3-point win for
I'm trying to add them
Elsberry.
up. There's so many of them, I'm trying to add them up.
Yeah, right. 57-54, our final in this one. And you about there?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and check our final scoring numbers before we transition from the postgame into the pregame for Clopton and Louisiana.
Let's look at the scoring for Van Far. 3 guys in double figures. Nikos Conway finishes with 22, 13 for Morgan Rigo, 11 for Gage Gibson, 5 for Braden Lay, and 3 for Carter Jennings. Van Far was 8 for 10 from the free throw line, and I don't think I've got them all in there. They had 15 turnovers. For Elsberry, they were led by Caden Kinsler, who had a big second half, finished with 31 for the night. Deshaun Dotson with 20, and 3 each for Kyle Turnbull and Evan Wilson. Elsberry was 10 for 18 from the free throw line, and they turned it over 11 times. They outscored Van Far 11-7 in the fourth and 10-7 in overtime to win 57-54.
Can't say enough about this game in the opening round. You're used to, running clocks and stuff on opening night. Van Far, they gave Elsberry everything they can handle in this 2-7 matchup, and it was just a fun one to watch, fun one to broadcast, and a great way to open up the tournament here in the middle school gym.
No doubt about it, and especially after just losing to them by over 20, two and a half weeks ago roughly, and they really turned things around, and defensively, Elsberry turned it up a notch in the second half, and that was what led them to victory.
57-54, our final. Elsberry over Van Far in overtime. So Elsberry advances into the championship side of the bracket, while Van Far will be staying here in the middle school gym for their next action on Thursday in the semifinals of this 97th Bowling Green Invitational. We'll be back with Louisiana and Clopton, our second game of the night, in just minutes here on Eagle 102.
You're listening to Eagle 102 KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, 102.1 on your dial. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
One game, very exciting game in the books. One still to come here in the middle school gym. Our second game of the night features the number 3 seed Louisiana Bulldogs taking on the 6 seed Clopton Hawks. We'll start the pregame show for you next here on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Area high school basketball from the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament, brought to you by Liggins Flooring, Pow Pow Cattle Farms and Fencing, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Lynn's Heritage House, and Rawls County Mutual Insurance.
All the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Ready for the second game of the night, the 3 seed Louisiana Bulldogs, and kind of a point of some changes, lineup changes and whatnot, enter this tournament. Kind of a question mark at the 3 seed, taking on the 6 seed Clopton Hawks to open up this 97th Bowling Green Invitational. Interesting, kind of the things Louisiana's gone through. How do you see them focusing to start this tournament?
Well, this is a game that could be very similar to what we just saw. Clopton's playing very well. Louisiana in a little bit of a transition. They went over to Pittsfield and got beat last Thursday in a game we carried, and then they handled Silex on Friday. So they're still really trying to find their way after the defections on the team right after the Clopton tournament. While on the other hand, Clopton's playing pretty well and actually comes into the game with a better record than Louisiana at 11-6. Louisiana, I should say, at 10-6. And of course, Louisiana made it to the third place game in the Clopton tournament, got beat in overtime, while Clopton won the consolation trophy in their home tournament. So, you know, Tony Francis is pretty good at taking advantage of teams that maybe aren't completely as focused. We saw two teams in that last game that just get after it. I think you'll see Clopton get after it. I think that's where Louisiana hasn't quite figured it out yet. They don't get after it all the time.
I'd say Clopton is like American muscle, your Mustangs, your Camaros, while Louisiana's kind of a European, like a Ferrari or something like that. So, the American muscle, you can just go. It's rugged. The European, well, if something ain't right, it just don't run. And if that three ball isn't going, if it doesn't look pretty for Louisiana, they're going to be in trouble.
Well, and defensively, I mean, we said it from the start of the season, and it's still the case. If they don't play defense, they don't win. And they kind of fall into the me, not we mindset, where I'm worried about what I'm going to get for myself on offense. And, you know, if the team wins, okay, great. If they don't, so be it. You got to get out of that mindset if you want to. They got a chance to win this tournament. I mean, they played Winfield very close in the Clopton tournament in the semis, but they got to get out of that mindset and get their game turned around.
We'll check our keys to the game for Louisiana and Clopton after this on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate in Louisiana.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament, brought to you by Woods Smoked Meats, Mike's Tire and Service Center, the Mercantile Bank, County Market in Vandalia, and McDinger's.
All right, our keys to the game for Louisiana and Clopton.
Well, we kind of covered it for Louisiana. Play defense and play 100%. Put 100% effort out. For Clopton, you know, they're going to want to take advantage of their big boys inside. Even though Louisiana has a little size inside, they don't really play inside. You know, Washington and Logan are both guys that play around the perimeter, so that leaves Caps inside to challenge the Evans brothers. And they have kind of carried the load for Clopton as of late, have the Evanses, and we'll see if they can do that tonight. Clopton's a team, though, that they don't shoot very well from the outside either. So it'll be interesting to see if Louisiana wants to play a zone and try and clog up the middle, keep the big boys in check and force them to shoot from deep, or if they're going to play man and let them go up and down.
Those are our keys to the game. We'll have our starting lineups after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated, B&R Auto Body and Sandblasting, and Billy Collins Construction.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Elisha Koenig, RE/MAX Realty Agent, Midwest Heating and Cooling, Spring Valley Accounting, and Advanced Eye Care.
All right, our starting lineups for this ball game. First, for the number 6 seed Clopton Hawks, they're hovering around that 500 mark at 8-7, coached by Tony Francis. They'll start junior guard, number 1, Tyler Kuntz. Number 3 gets a start to sophomore guard, Chase Hall. Number 33, senior forward, Mason Street gets a start. Sophomore forward, number 42, Cash Evans. And number 44, freshman guard, Kane Evans, rounds out the starting 5. For the Louisiana Bulldogs, they're the 3 seed, 10-6, coached by Matt Smith. They'll start a 6'3 senior, number 2, Mason Washington. Number 5 gets the start at 5'10 junior, Donovan Richards. Number 20, 5'9 senior, Nathan Perkins in the starting 5, as well as number 23, a 6'3 junior, Jack Logan. And rounding out the starting 5 senior at 6'2, number 34, Ryan Capps. Those are your starting lineups. The team's huddling up, getting ready for introductions, and it should be a good one. The first one is the Standard Bearer, an overtime win for Elsberry over Van Far. This one hopes to be just as good between Louisiana and Clopton. We'll have the tip-off in just minutes here on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by West End Financial Services, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and True Manufacturing.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-side. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kathy Gamm at your hometown insurance company since 1890.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Area high school basketball from the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament, brought to you by Bolin Chevrolet, Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, and La Crosse Lumber Company.
Players being introduced on the floor right now. Clopton introduced, and now Capps the final player to be introduced for Louisiana. And already waiting in the center circle is Mason Street for the Clopton Hawks. as he'll jump center against Mason Washington, and we're ready for basketball here in the opening round of this Bowling Green Invitational.
Should be a good one. Got a nice crowd on hand. Had a good crowd right at the end of that other game, too, with both all four fan bases in the building.
Washington wins it back to Perkins, and we're underway. Richards will set things up for the Bulldogs. To the near side for Perkins. He holds it high. Pass down to Camps with the low blocks. Around Evans to the basket and in.
So Louisiana pounds it inside right off the bat, and here comes their full court press.
Kane gets it across the line to Hall. Now here's a three near side, and Tyler Kuntz starts things off right for the Hawks.
That's a good sign for the Hawks. First bucket from deep already.
Perkins out high for the Bulldogs to the near side for Donovan Richards. Richards gave up his dribble. Now almost threw the ball away. Picked up by Logan. Logan makes a little room, and he traveled. Extended that arm on Kuntz a little bit and lost his balance.
Yep, that's a fact. And had some space, but did travel.
With it in the backcourt is Cash Evans. Ahead with a couple of passes to Kuntz. Tyler Kuntz turns and sets the offense to the near side for Kane. Evans up top, over to the far side now, Mason Street. Street gets it to Cash at the free throw line. Back to Mason Street. Street all alone gets it back to Kane Evans at the point. Play wasn't there for him. Now they give it to Kuntz on the near point. Works against Logan. Up and around the perimeter to Kane Evans. Drops it down to Mason Street at the low blocks. His shot over the defense is good.
Clopton is very comfortable playing at this pace.
There's Washington with his first touch of the night. Stops just inside the three-point line. His shot short. Rebound tipped out to Richards, and they'll reset. Donovan to the near side for Perkins. Gets it back on the far point now. Looking for a pick. Wasn't quite there. Gets it to Mason Washington. Washington gives up his dribble. Kicks it to the corner for Perkins. His three. It off the mark, but somehow found its way down.
Rattled home.
Just caught the edge of the iron, and now we're going to have a foul on Perkins after he drained that three. First foul against either side. Yeah, that three had no business going down.
The old shooter's touch. Get that touch down here on this end where the basket hangs from the ceiling. Go down the other end where it hangs from the wall. Off the wall, I should say. No chance that ball goes in.
On the near side. Ball knocked away, picked up by Washington. Good defense there from Mason Washington. Trying to take it coast to coast. A shot long off the back iron and out. Tip out rebound by Camps. Over to Richards on the far side. Perkins gives it back to Donovan.
Washington really didn't take a very good shot there. Should have taken it all the way to the glass.
Perkins works against Kane Evans. Now kicks it back. Here's Logan out high with it. Kuntz on him. Gets it to Richards. Now up top for Nathan Perkins. He just drained a three a moment ago. Now to Logan. Step out three. That one's good. All day from there.
Maybe got away with another little arm shiver to make some space.
They're letting them play over here for sure. Now the ball loose. Picked up by Chase Hall. To Cash Evans. Back out to Hall. He's going to try a three. In and out. Ball loose. Street gets it to Evans, and they'll reset. Three from the far side. Almost Voigt locked, and the rebound an easy one for Camps. Ahead to Perkins. Finds Camps. Up high off the glass, and he scores. And a timeout taken. With 4:26 to play in the first, 10-5, Louisiana leads Clopton here in the opening quarter from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop Alicia Koenig, Sun Window Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
4:26 to play. 10-5 Louisiana leads Clopton here in the early going. And what's happening in the other gym?
With 3:22 to play in the first half, North Callaway leads Bowling Green 24-18.
There's an Eagle 102 game break. Marianne with that game on air.
Who needs Marianne, right?
Yeah. We do. She's broadcasting that game on the. Oh, bad pass there.
I meant for the game breaks.
Yeah.
Third turnover of the game for the Hawks. Got athletic director Matt Chance with the feed on from over there right here next to us.
Both games, late games in their entirety on KJFMradio.com. And there's Camps with an easy 2 on that inlet feed to make it 12-5.
3 easy buckets for another turnover on the press.
And a good job coming back by Tyler Kuntz to tie it up. But Clopton just a little bit sloppy right now, and it's translated to a 12-5 Louisiana lead.
Well, I think it falls into the smaller gym. You know, you've got Washington at 6'3" on the point of this press. He can really spread those arms out and create problems in the passing lane for the Hawks.
And now he just boots it off the wall, almost took out a Clopton cheerleader.
Her heartbeat just went up like 50.
And with it is Hall in the backcourt in a double team immediately, and it's knocked out of bounds by Washington.
Got to quit throwing it in the corner, try and throw it in the middle.
And more pressure. Threw it into the corner. Gets it to Dalrymple, who came into the ball game. And they're able to beat the pressure this time. Cash gives it back to Hall. He had a little trouble with it. Into the near corner for Logan Dalrymple. Gets it to Cash, and he's fouled by Caps.
Will it be Caps? Nope, it's going to be Perkins, his second.
Didn't even see Nathan there.
He was behind all the big boys.
You'd have thought I'd see his hair, though.
Well, that's true.
12-5, and to the line, Cash Evans. And the first one is long. And that's been an Achilles heel for Clopton.
They have had free throw shooting problems all year.
And he'll have one more opportunity here. And he makes it a 6-point game.
And Kane will return for Cash after the made free throw.
12-6 our score. Here's Donovan Richards. Free throw line is shot. Finds its way off the iron and in.
Good shooter's touch there by Richards. His first bucket of the night. Biggest of the night, lead at 8.
Now Rimple over to the far side for Genowine. Beats it to Street. He goes off the glass and scores. Mason Street. 14-8. Louisiana leads.
Good job on the press that time by the Hawks to get a layup out of that.
And a nice feed from Kuntz across the lane to Street, and foul away from the ball.
It's going to be an illegal pick.
It's on Logan.
His first.
2:43 to play. Genowine with it in the backcourt for the Hawks. As they peel back a little bit of that pressure. And here's Kuntz. Bounce pass for Genowine on the far side. Jordan has the ball tipped and still loose. Goes to the floor again. And finally tied up, and the arrow favors Louisiana. 2:24 to play here in the first quarter. Here's Richards with it across the line. To Wyatt Harrison into the ball game. Up high and around to the far side for Richards. Back to Wyatt. Corner now. Caps kicks it back out to Washington. Mason, lob pass for Caps. Gets it to a cutting Logan. Ball goes to the floor. Gets it back to Washington. Washington to the hoop. He scores.
Mason's first bucket of the night. Lead back to 8.
Kuntz to Genowine in the backcourt. Bounce pass taken by Washington, and he's going to go to the hoop and fouled by Tyler Kuntz.
5th turnover of the quarter for the Hawks, and Washington will get his first 2 free throws. He might have been loading up to try and dunk that one.
Possibly. And a timeout taken by Coach Tony Francis, a full timeout with 1:45 to play here in the first quarter. Clopton trailing Louisiana 16-8 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, and Ann Lane Boutique.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Hi, this is Brock Mitchell, and I am a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat everything from sports injuries to work rehabilitation, arthritis, and post-surgical rehabilitation. This includes spinal care, balance issues, and vestibular treatment. You have a choice when it comes to physical therapy, and we hope you choose Advanced Physical Therapy. Conveniently located across from Bowling Green High School on Business 61. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by All Parts, Bowling Green Lumber, Sun Window Company, Abel's Quick Shops, and Pike County Title Company.
1:45 to go here in the first quarter. 16-8, Louisiana leads. Make it 17-8 as Mason Washington hits the first of 2 free throws. So
first free throws of the night for Louisiana, and Washington makes them both.
After a slow start, he's come alive here in the last 30 seconds offensively. Here's Kuntz with it. Spin move to get across the line to Genowine. He comes off the right to the center of the floor. Dalrymple now for Mason Street, free throw line, kicks it far side. Genowine fake the 3, steps inside to the baseline, shot off the glass, no good. Got his own rebound, taken away by Wyatt Harrison, and here comes Louisiana. They'll put on the brakes and set the offense. Oh, just lose control is Richards, and it's picked up by Tyler Kuntz. 18-8, Bulldogs lead. Clopton with the ball. Here's Dalrymple to the near side for Jordan Genowine. Genowine back to Dalrymple. Over to the far side now for Kane Evans. Kane back to Genowine at the near point for Kuntz. Tyler Kuntz drops it down low. Mason Street. Street tied up. Oh, got it away, but then threw it away. Avoided the tie-up call. He may have got a poke in the eye. He'll come out of the ball game, replaced by Cash Evans. Trying to blink that one out.
Yeah, they'll throw a little water on it or something.
50.1 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational. 2-7 matchup went to overtime as Elsberry avoided the upset as Jack Logan goes in and makes it 20-8, the Louisiana lead.
A little surprising.
Yeah, Van Far was up by 10 before Elsberry came back in the second half, pushed overtime, and won that ball game in the extra session. Here's Kane Evans, baseline, cut off. Gives it back to Cash. Cash going to try center of the lane. Spin move into the corner. Here's a 3 over everything. Down to 8 seconds to go, and here comes Louisiana. Harrison, 1-on-2 to the hoop. No. Washington's putback is good. It beats the buzzer, makes it 22-8, and we played 8 minutes here in the opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational. Louisiana 22, Clopton 8 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McCoy Blossom Funeral Home, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and the Ivins Insurance Agency.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for ego. Power beyond belief.
Brown's Smokehouse Meats in Silex can help with all your meat processing, retail, wholesale, and custom butchering. Brown's Smokehouse Meats invite you to stop by their retail location in Troy at 185 East Cherry Street.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, B&B Automotive, Center Locker Service, Nutrient Ag Solutions, and Orff Construction.
Well, the Lambos looking pretty good through the opening 8 minutes. 22-8, Louisiana leading Clopton after one. And what have they done well?
Well, they've just controlled pace and got the ball inside. You know, they really haven't shot a bunch from the outside, hit a couple of threes, but got it in the paint and done well in there. From the other gym at half, North Callaway leads Bowling Green 29-26.
See, so Marianne got the quick games tonight. Turnaround shot by Evans is no good. Cash can't convert, and here comes Louisiana. Corner with it. Here's Jack. Floater from the baseline, good.
Logan 7 for the game, and the lead continues to grow up to 16.
Genowine across the line to Kuntz. Clopton had a good start. Opening couple minutes. Looked like it was going to be interesting, but Louisiana is taking control. Here's Cash Evans to the far side. Kuntz for three. High arcing shot is nothing but net.
His second three ball of the night. He's got 6.
24-11. Bulldogs with the ball. Minute into the second quarter. Here's Jack Logan with it. Free throw line. Got himself a little space. Shot was a little long. May have pushed it off to the right a little bit as well. Here's Genowine off the rebound. And that one rejected by Logan. Right back to Genowine. Cash gets it to the near side. Here's a three from Kuntz, no good. And Logan with the rebound for Louisiana. To Wyatt Harrison, and it's kicked out of bounds off of Chase Hall. And back into the ball game comes Mason Street with 6:30 to play in the half.
Both coaches barking out at their teams.
Off the inbound, a three ball is no good by Logan. It's knocked out of bounds, and good lobbying by Mason Washington there to keep possession. 24-11. The Bulldog lead. They've got the ball with Harrison out high. Thought about the three. Gives it to Richards on the far side. To Washington. Near side Wyatt Harrison. Harrison kicks it out to Washington. And Mason traveled.
Tried to do a little shake and bake. But he shook before he baked. Got whistled for the travel.
2 minutes gone in the second. 13-point advantage for Louisiana. Here's Kuntz. To Cash. Back to Kane. Cash has just got to turn and go up with that.
Yeah, it's a free throw.
Yeah.
Nobody within 10 feet of him.
Nope. Bounce pass. Street. Back to Kuntz. They're just not very interested in going to the basket right now. To the corner, here's Street for three. That one's a little long and tipped out by Evans. They're going to say last touch by Caps.
Yeah, he tried to tip that. I think was trying to tip it to Logan, actually, but knocked it too hard and knocked it out of bounds.
Off the inbound, here's a three. That one's good. Chase Hall with the tray.
So 2 threes cut into this lead.
And now a foul going the other way, and that one's on Kuntz. His second.
That'll send Logan to the line for a couple.
24-14. And he's short on the first one. He doesn't strike me as a guy that likes to stand still.
Logan?
Yeah. Misses both of them.
He used to be a really good free throw shooter.
Yeah. With the ball. is Dalrymple for Clopton. Back to Mason Street. To Hall over to the far side now for Kane Evans. Kane now for Mason Street. Gets it to Cash. Over to the far side, Dalrymple. Thought about stepping out for a three. Here's Street. He drives, stops, kicks it back out. To Kane Evans. To Dalrymple. Dalrymple can't find the baseline. Gets it back to Hall again. They just can't get that extra 4 foot in down low. Now they do to Cash off the glass and in. Finally found it. And a timeout taken by Louisiana as Cash gets his first points from the field. 24-16, 4:30 to go in the second quarter. This is the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Lynn's Heritage House, and Knight Equipment Company.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament, brought to you by Louisiana Auto Sales and Rentals, A Taste of Philly, Airco Convenience Centers, Magruder Limestone Company, and One Multi-Sports Complex.
Here's Washington with the ball after the timeout, kicks it near side. Harrison going to go baseline, pulls up right outside the key and shoots over everything, and the rebound picked up by Mason Street. Hall across the line working against Richards. Tries going to the far side. In trouble, just throws it, and it's picked up by Cash Evans. Cash to Street in the far corner. Now to Dalrymple. Dalrymple back for Chase Hall. Hall again working against Donovan Richards. Gets it to a cutting Street, and it's knocked away from him, picked up by the Bulldogs. Here's Logan. Back to Richards to Washington. Into the corner now. And dribbling out is Wyatt Harrison. Hands it off to Jack Logan. Logan to the far side. Washington back to Logan. Logan will reset. Takes it back to Richards between the circles. I'll take a breath. Here's Harrison for three from the far side. That's off the mark. Dalrymple the rebound for the Hawks. Here comes Clopton. Hall to Street. Mason, free throw line. Hands it off to Evans. Too hard off the glass. And here comes Jack Logan. Kicks it back. Oh, nice cut to Richards, and Donovan doesn't make a mistake. Back to a 10-point lead for Louisiana. Donovan kind of grabbing at his ribs there a little bit after that trip to the basket. Now a steal. He goes off the glass again. Nice speed from Logan to Richards. And the lead is 12. Here's Hall with it. Gets it to Kane. Kane Evans to the free throw line for Dalrymple. Now to Cash. Cash off the glass scores. Good passing that time.
Yeah, you get him the ball right there, he's almost unstoppable.
Down to 2:15 to go in the first half. 28-18. Is the Louisiana Bulldog lead. Oh, here's a three, and that one's good. Out high, Richards having himself a first half.
Offensive outburst. Hasn't done much the last 3 or 4 games offensively.
Here's Hall with it. Minute 50 to play. Quarter number 2, Street out high for Dalrymple to the near side for Kane Evans. Evans tried to get it to Dalrymple, and he's fouled from behind by Jack Logan. That's going to be Jack's second. With a minute 41 to play in the second quarter. Genuine back in as Hall takes a break. Minute 41 to play. Clopton to inbound. Dalrymple gets it to Kane. No one was watching Kane Evans. Actually, no one was watching the ball for Louisiana.
That's just defense asleep.
Here's Harrison to Washington on the far side. Bounce pass, tried to go down to Caps, and it's rejected by Cash. So Street now Genuine across the line. Jordan Genuine angles to the far side for Street. Mason dribbles out to Dalrymple. Now to Kane. Cash from the free throw line. He's off the mark this time. Tip out to Perkins. Nathan hands it to Mason Washington. To the corner, here's Wyatt Harrison for three. That one's off the mark. And the rebound off of Caps out of bounds. Ooh, they're going to say off of Evans. I think I'm right. I think it was last touch by Caps.
From our angle, I think I tend to agree with you.
Yeah. 55.4 seconds to go in the second quarter. Here's Perkins. Gets it into Mason Washington. Kicks it back to Nathan. Ball fake. Comes to the high blocks. Kicks it now for Kenny McCormick. McCormick into the ball game for the first time. Here's Slogan. Jack. And we're going to have a little push off. They finally got him for it, and that's his third foul.
Yep. Did that 2 or 3 times early in the game. They let it go. Not this time.
42.3 seconds to go. Dalrymple will check out. That's a costly foul for Jack. We probably won't see him again until late in the third. Hall across the line. 31-20. They trail Louisiana, the Clopton Hawks do. This 3-6 matchup. Here's Mason Street. Comes off the far side, gave up his dribble, now gives it to Genuine. Jordan gives it to Evans, and his pass tipped out of bounds by Mason Washington, down to 19.4 seconds to go in the first half. Stays with Clopton. And they'll inbound in front of the bleachers on the far side. Cash gets it to Kane. Out high for Genuine. Down to 13 seconds. Here's Hall. Pestered by Perkins. Down to 6 seconds. They work it to the baseline. Genuine off the glass is good. Good finish for Genuine. Long shot falls well short. And we played 2 quarters here in the middle school gym. 31-22. Louisiana leading by 9 after 2. Back with the halftime report for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Craig Bowen CPA, and Beinhoff Funeral Homes.
CMC Distributing in Louisiana is the place to turn for steel, culverts, industrial supplies, and central welding supplies. In addition, CMC Distributing offers trailer parts, truck accessories, truck beds, and trailer repairs. At CMC Distributing, they always go the extra mile while working hard to make sure you're satisfied. They do it that way for a simple reason. They appreciate your business. CMC Distributing, Highway 54, west of Louisiana.
Hello, my name is Lisa Blossom Payne. My family owns and operates McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory. We have 3 locations to serve you: Bowling Green, Troy, and Hawk Point. We provide both traditional funerals and cremation services. In addition, we also offer pre-arrangement options that freeze the cost. If you would like further information, please contact McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory at 573-213-5110.
Craig's Truck and Tractor, just off of Highway 54 in Vandalia, is your home for semi-truck, medium and heavy truck repair, along with agriculture equipment repair. Craig's Truck and Tractor is also a proud sponsor of area high school sports. Best of luck to all the area teams this season from everybody at Craig's Truck and Tractor in Vandalia.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pogue Ford, Northeast Missouri Title Company, People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, CarQuest Auto Parts, and Spare Time Bowl and Grill.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
31-22 our score. Louisiana leading Clopton after 2 quarters. Better second quarter from the Hawks. They trailed 22-8 after 1. And now it's down to single digits as we head to the second half. So what changes for Clopton to kind of chip away from that Louisiana lead in that second quarter?
Well, they made some shots from the outside. They hit 2 threes, and then they got Cash Evans. That opened things up inside, and they were able to get Cash Evans inside several times for some easy buckets, and that's where he's best. Louisiana, they turned it over a little bit late in that second quarter and kind of stymied their momentum as they got it up to a 16-point lead at one point. And as you said, Clopton's whittled it down to under double digits now at a 9-point lead. So all things considered for Clopton, I think they're probably happy where they are, because this could have gone the other way. Instead of being 16, it could have been 26. As it is, it's only 9.
It seems like Louisiana, when they're in kind of a man defense or in that full court press, they play really good defense. When they drop back into a zone, they kind of fall asleep a little bit.
Yeah. Well, they got their blood pumping, here. And the interesting part about their pressure is that after they break the first pass, they back off.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of presses have what they call a secondary trap, which keeps that press in place even after that first pass. But Louisiana's press is set up to, if they don't get that jump trap, if you will, and get the steal or cause some commotion, then they back off, and as you said, go back into the zone. Then they just kind of relax, and it's, what they always say, you rest on offense and you get after it on defense. Louisiana has that reverse sometimes.
sometimes. It's more fun scoring points, isn't it?
Sure it is.
31-22, Louisiana leads by 9 over Clopton after 2 quarters in this opening round 3-6 matchup. And we'll have first half scoring as we continue the Eagle 102 halftime report after this.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Craig's Truck and Tractor, Royal Banks, and CMC Distributing and Manufacturing.
The Evans Insurance Agency is a family-owned and operated independent brokerage. We take pride in sponsoring local athletic and academic achievements. Scott and Shaylee Evans offer only the best in customer service for protecting your home, auto, toys, and business needs. Give us a call at 816-772-5182.
Tell my mom and dad what I'm doing.
If it's time to ride or time to work, it's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than those at Hayden's. If you need help at work or at play, let Hayden's Motorsports Center be your one-stop shop for the most fun and hard-working power sports equipment in the area. They're always ready to help. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynsheritage.com.
Area high school basketball from the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Eastern Missouri Commission Company, Bouquet Florist and Gift Shop, and Jesse Owens Heating and Air.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
And we continue the halftime report with our first half scoring numbers.
Take a look at the Hawks. They had 6 players in the scoring column. Nobody, or for either club, has anybody in double figures, however. 6 for Tyler Kuntz on 3 threes, 5 for Cash Evans, 4 for Mason Street, 3 for Chase Hall, and 2 each for Jordan Genowine and Kane Evans. Hawks were 1 for 2 from the free throw line. They turned it over 9 times, I should say. They led by 3 early in the game. For the Bulldogs, they're led by Donovan Richards with 9, 7 for Jack Logan, 6 each for Ryan Capps and Mason Washington, and 3 for Nathan Perkins. The Dogs were 2 for 4 from the free throw line, and they turned it over 5 times. As we said, they led by as many as 16 in that first half, but the Hawks have got it under double digits now, and we'll see if they can keep moving it in the direction of evening things up here as we get ready to start this third quarter.
And it's going to be interesting how Coach Matt Smith handles Jack Logan having 3 fouls, another starter, Perkins, with a couple of fouls in the first half of this ball game. So they've got to be careful heading into the second half.
Yeah, they're the only ones that have fouls.
Yeah,
for
right.
Louisiana. Just not very many fouls called in this first half, not because they weren't being called. It was just a fairly clean half.
Yeah.
They're letting a little bang and go on, but as we mentioned in the first game, if you weren't with us, players will tell you whether they like the way the game's being officiated. You don't see any players complaining, so they like the way it's going. And so let's keep it right here. So we've got a nice pace to it, and we'll see if we can find us a winner here in the next 16 minutes.
Yeah, I think we won the opening round lottery tonight with these 2 matchups.
So far, yeah, we'll give you a quick score. Late in the third, 1:43 to play in the third. North Callaway leads Bowling Green 40-26.
Here it's Louisiana 31 and Clopton 22. Second half is coming up here from the opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational in just minutes on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Calumet of Missouri, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by Calumet of Missouri, Calvin's Restaurant, Ann Lane Boutique, Shelter Insurance, Frank Wallace, Agent, and MASH.
31-22 after 2. Time to start the second half from the 97th Bowling Green Invitational. Men's opening night. We'll have ladies semifinals tomorrow. We'll have all 4 games either on the radio or on KJFMradio.com. We'll have Elsberry and Van Far in the high school gym, as well as Clopton and Silex. And over here we'll have consolation semis between Louisiana, North Callaway, and Bowling Green and Winfield. All the action starts with a pregame show at 5:15 from both gyms tomorrow. Here's Richards with it as Louisiana has the opening possession of the second half. Camps up over the rim and in. Ryan Camps has 8.
Kind of way he started the first half.
And the ball taken away by Washington. He kicks it back. Here's Perkins. Ball fake. Center of the lane. That shot rolls through. Nathan Perkins has 5. And all of a sudden, it's a 14-point lead. 13-point lead. My scoreboard was off for a second.
We're both having math problems.
Yeah,
tonight.
all right. Here's Kane, a nice reverse layup. Kane Evans with the first 2 points of the second half for Clopton. Get it down to Camps. Camps works against Cash. Cash blocks him out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bulldogs. 59 seconds into the third quarter.
Cash with good defense that time, just stood straight up. He's tall enough, he was able to block that shot.
He's hard to move, too.
Yeah. Got him and Caps in there. You got a couple big boys banging around.
Here's Perkins for 3. Nathan Perkins with his second tray of the night.
High arching 3 that time.
Now a steal by Logan to the near side for Richards. Out high to Jack. Playing with 3 fouls. He gives it to Donovan. Trying to direct traffic a little bit. Gives it back to Perkins out high over to the far side for Mason Washington. Washington going to try the baseline against Mason Street. No, but a foul going to be called on Street, his first.
And it'll send Washington to the charity stripe for the second time.
And his first shot is good. 5 points for Washington. Louisiana opening it up a little bit here in the third. He hit them both.
Back to their 16-point lead, the biggest they had in the first half.
Here's Hall with it in the backcourt. And a double team gets it to Tyler Kuntz, saying we're going to have a foul on Nathan Perkins. Or no.
10-second violation.
Ooh. I think Perkins thought there was a foul for a second.
Yeah, you don't ever want to give yourself up like that.
Yeah. Here's Washington with it out high to Caps over to the far side for Perkins. Bounce pass knocked out of bounds by the Hawks. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. 6:11 to play in the third quarter. Opening round of the Bowling Green tournament. Referee maneuvers the cheerleaders around a little bit for this inbound play. They get it in far side to Richards now for Washington. Mason tried to feed it down low. We're going to have a foul on at Cash Evans.
I believe that'll be his first.
16-point Louisiana lead. At 40-24. Perkins off the inbound, gets it to Richards. Donovan over to the far side. Here's a three for Jack Logan. It's off the mark, and on the rebound, who are they going to give it to?
Yeah, it's got to be on Hall, doesn't it?
He's the one that caught a flying Donovan Richards.
What he was doing was not a block out, it was blocking.
Turned into a nice hug. Here's Washington off the inbound play, and Mason has 8. More pressure. Kane Evans with it in the offensive end for Clopton. Back to Jordan Genowine. Genowine feeds down low. Shot no good for Cash. He got his own rebound and scores.
Stayed with it that time, yeah.
He's got 7. 5.5 to play. And away from the ball, we're going to have a foul on Perkins. That's his third.
Yep, illegal screen.
(42-26), Louisiana leading. 2.5 minutes gone here in the second half, and here's Cash Evans with it. To Street. Mason. Off the back of the head of Washington, back to himself, and they'll reset. Kuntz on the far point. Free throw line for Evans, and he just puts it right in.
Yeah, we talked about that in the first half. You're 15, 16 feet away, turn around and pop it if they're not going to guard you.
Richards with it. Back to Washington to the near side for Jack Logan. Logan out to Nathan Perkins. High to Washington. Gives it back to Nathan. Now back to Mason on the far point. Washington directing traffic out there, and he gives it to Logan to the near side for Donovan Richards. Richards to Perkins. Top of the key. To Logan. Gets it down to Caps. Caps trying to find a little room. Puts it high off the glass and in. Ryan Caps.
Louisiana showing good patience on that offensive trip down.
In the backcourt, here's Kuntz. They get it across the line to beat the 10-second clock. Here's Street for 3. It's off the mark, and Logan the rebound. Jack ahead to Nathan Perkins in the offensive end for Louisiana. Hands it back to Jack Logan on the wing. And Perkins to Richards, and they'll reset. Donovan to the far side. Now back up top for Mason Washington to Logan on the near point. Out high for Perkins. They're trying to set up the same thing, aren't they? Get it down to Caps. Caps. Kick out. Washington. He's going to drive to the hoop. Can't get that one to fall. And on the rebound, Caps ends up on the floor. So does Genowine. And it's going to be a foul on Jordan Genowine, his first.
4th team foul. Dalrymple returns for the Hawks.
And the ball taken away on the inbound pass by Kuntz. 3.5 to play in the third quarter. Genowine loses the ball, and they're going to call a foul.
On Richards, his first.
44-28. Louisiana leads Clopton here in the third. Dalrymple to inbound. Underneath the basket. They get it to Cash, now to Genowine. Back to Street. Free throw line. That shot good.
All day. All day. Got 6 in the half, 11 for the game.
Cash Evans. Here's Richards with it. In a 14-point ball game. To Washington, over to the near side for Jack Logan. Perkins to Washington, far side. Up top, and the ball off of Donovan. He's able to get it back before Genowine can take it away. Nathan Perkins out high. And now it is knocked out of bounds by Mason Street. With 2:45 to play in the third. And Washington inbound. Comes out high for Donovan. To Jack Logan. Now, what a pass to a streaking Caps on the back door. He's able to finish to make it 46-30.
A little shuffle cut move that time.
Street for the Hawks. Pass tipped and taken away by Caps. Logan leaves it for Richards, who takes it across the line. To the free throw line, gives it to Caps. Caps back to Jack Logan. Just hands it to Donovan Richards. Richards with 2:05 to play. Get it down, Caps through the trees. No, but a foul going to be whistled. And Caps heading back to the line. Or to the line for the first time.
And they called that foul on Dalrymple, his first, team's 5th.
And the first shot rims out for Ryan Caps. Kane Evans back in the ball game. Logan checks out. Replaced by Wyatt Harrison. Kane replaced Cash. And the second shot is good. Makes it a 47-30 game. A timeout taken by Louisiana with 2 minutes even to go in the third. It's the Bulldogs by 17 over Clopton, opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, PJ Salon, and Center Locker Service.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Evans Insurance Agency, Silex Banking Company, Eolia Landscape Supply, and Lincoln County Farmers Cooperative.
Kuntz with it on the far side to Genowine. Now for Street. Street trying to find a little room in the lane. It goes over the top of Caps to score.
He's got 6.
And here's Richards with it. 2 Caps back to Donovan. As Louisiana not afraid to run a little offense here.
Yeah, Clopton drops into his own 15-point lead. No rush, right?
Yeah. Down to a minute 12 to go in the third quarter.
Just stand out here with it.
Yeah.
I mean, patience. My mom always says patience is a virtue. I don't have much of it now. So these 17, 18-year-old kids to stand out there and hold the ball, yeah. That's torture.
Down to 50 seconds to go. With it is Perkins to Harrison. Never seen
Get us back on schedule.
Yeah. I mean, to end the third quarter, maybe end the fourth quarter, yeah, I've seen it, but
especially when you're down by 15, I'm not quite sure I'm tracking the sitting back in the zone.
Yeah. Down to 22 seconds. Bulldogs don't even really have to go full speed here.
Well, they're not very good in the final 10 seconds normally.
Yeah. Here's Washington. Washington stripped of the ball.
Turn it over.
Yep. Down to 3. Here's the half-court attempt, and he pushes it to the left as Kuntz. We've played 3 quarters. 47-32, Louisiana with a 15-point lead on the Clopton Hawks, opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated, B&R Auto Body and Sandblasting, and Billy Collins Construction.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
West End Financial Services in Louisiana will tell you, of course money isn't everything, but it certainly is something. No matter how you feel about it, it's impossible to get along without it. You may not need extra funds now, but if it happens to you, remember solving money problems is West End Financial Services business. West End Financial Services offers check cashing and short-term loans along with Western Union. Open Monday to Thursday 10 to 5, Fridays 10 to 6, and Saturday 10 to 2. Locally owned and operated West End Financial Services in Louisiana off Georgia Street.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports Center, Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, Penrod Real Estate, and Clint Bowen Construction.
Start of the fourth quarter here. Louisiana leads by 15, gets the steal. Washington to the hoop and scores. You got an update over there?
4 minutes to go in the game. Bowling Green's battled back. They trail 49-48.
Ooh. With North Callaway over there in the opening round. Here's a 3 near side. Kuntz a little short. Perkins knocks it away from Harrison out of bounds. And the Hawks will retain possession. 35 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. Had an overtime game here in the middle school gym. This one not quite as close, but I think Clopton may still have a run in them.
Good ball movement that time by the Hawks on the inbounds. Harrison will pick up the foul. Kuntz will go to the line and shoot a couple.
Tyler's first trip to the line, and he makes the first. 7 points tonight for Tyler Kuntz. And the second shot is long, and the rebound picked up by Ryan Capps. Hands it off to Mason Washington across the line with speed. Far side now for Perkins. And back to Washington. Near side for Jack Logan, who did not take a break with 3 fouls to start the second half.
Well, and holding the ball for 2 minutes helps that situation as well.
Perkins hands it off to Harrison. Harrison just going to pull up, take a jumper, no good. Rebound tipped around, and Genuine throws it off of Washington out of bounds. Nice play defensively by Jordan Genuine. Dalrymple checks out, replaced by Chase Hall.
Perkins back in for Louisiana. Harrison to the bench.
Hall got away with a walk there, and then it's stolen away. Washington back the other way off the steal. Mason with 2. 51-33 our score. 6:29 to play. Here's Street. Kicks it to the corner. Kuntz for 3. That one's good. That's a pretty shot from the corner for Tyler Kuntz.
He can shoot it. He's just a little shy about it.
Louisiana back the other way. Up by 15. And they're just going to run a little clock here in that against that zone. Now to Washington. Stripped of the ball. Is it to Logan for three? That one's good. I don't know if he even wanted to shoot that one, but it came to him, so he took it.
He's got 10. Hadn't heard from him since the first half.
54-36, 19-point lead. 18, rather. Here's Mason Street to the basket. He scores.
Broke the pressure and found Street wide open. Now Louisiana's going to throw it away.
Turnover gives it back to the Hawks with 5:29 to go. Kane Evans will return next horn. Genowine to Hall. Back to Genowine on the near point. Chase Hall over to the far side, Tyler Kuntz. Kuntz to the corner for Mason Street. Gets it to Evans. Evans is blocked by Washington. Here come the Bulldogs. Near side, here's Mason. Out high, and they'll run a little more clock down to 4:57 to play. Over to the far side for Jack Logan. He caught that one. Like that one-arm touchdown pass the other day. What game was that? That was
there were so many good ones.
Yeah, that was Diggs, wasn't it, for the Bills? I don't know.
Walk, walk, walk.
Yep, out high. Mason Washington called for the travel. Down to 4:37 to play. 54-38, back-to-back turnovers for the Bulldogs. Here's Genowine across the line. Over to the far side now for Kuntz. Kicks it baseline for Evans. Kane gives it back to Tyler Kuntz. Now to Jordan Genowine in the center circle. Far side for Kuntz. Corner, Kane to Cash. Kick out. Here's Hall. Thought about the three. To Genowine over to the far side. Here's the three. Kuntz is good. Tyler Kuntz with his fourth triple of the night.
He's got 13.
54-41. Closest it's been here in the second half. Logan put the ball away, now goes to the dribble, gives it off to Mason Washington, out high for Donovan Richards. Richards taken away by Kuntz. Coming back, Tyler one-on-one, and a blocking foul called on Donovan Richards. He didn't get set.
Yep, he was going down before the contact. Be his second.
And to the line goes Tyler Kuntz. He's 1 for 2 from that spot.
So if nothing else, this playing his zone and Louisiana standing and looking at it as Kuntz misses the first has got them out of rhythm a little bit offensively.
Yep. And the second one, he missed them both. Washington, the rebound to Richards, now to Perkins. Nathan. They change up the defense.
Back to a man-to-man.
Here's Richards, and a 5-second call on Donovan. He hasn't had to think about that here in the second half.
No, then you guard somebody and get a 5-second call. It's a crazy, crazy game. 11th turnover of the game for the Dogs.
54-41. Near side, Street. Back to Hall, now for the far side for, oh my goodness, step out three with a hand in his face, and Kuntz can't hit that one. Pass tipped to the center of the court. Good play by Street, he's got it back. Mason. Gives it back to Chase Hall from his hip. He shoots that one, no good. Genowine comes flying in for the rebound. Hawks coming alive. Here's another three, no good. And out high for the rebound was Donovan Richards, and a timeout taken by the Bulldogs with 2:40 to play in regulation. 54-41, Louisiana leading Clopton. Opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by West End Financial Services, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and True Manufacturing.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Area high school basketball from the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament, brought to you by Liggins Flooring, Pow Pow Cattle Farms and Fencing, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Lynn's Heritage House, and Rawls County Mutual Insurance.
54-41, Louisiana leading Clopton. The Hawks showing signs of life here in the fourth. They've switched back to man, picked up the pace a little bit, and they've chipped away a little bit.
Yeah, cut the 18-point lead down to 13. Still got a ways to go with 2:40 to go in the game.
Here's Washington breaking pressure. Gives it for Richards. Has Genuine in his face. Bounce pass to Perkins on the far side. Work it down, Camps. All alone, he scores.
Haven't found him down there alone for a while. He's got 15.
And the lead is 15. That'd make him a difference maker, right?
Yeah.
Here's Hall to Street at the free throw line, over to the far side for Dalrymple. Looking for somebody to give it to, leaves it for Genuine. Back to Tyler Kuntz on the far side, to Dalrymple. Hall, near side, Genuine. Free throw line for Dalrymple.
They gotta go.
Yeah, you're running out of time, folks. Minute 47 to play. Here's Street for Kuntz. Kuntz gets past Perkins to the hoop. Too long off the back iron and out, and the rebound picked up by Jack Logan. And he tried a little one-arm maneuver around Kuntz, and Kuntz going to be called for his third personal.
No bonus yet, though.
Minute 33 is all we have left.
Tied over in this big gym. I'll take that back. Bowling Green's up 56-55 with under a minute to play.
Minute 33 to play here. Timeout taken. We'll have more of the Bowling Green Invitational after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop Alicia Koenig, Sun Window Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Buying a home can be scary, but not with Remax Realty. Whether you're looking to sell or to buy a home, commercial property, investment property, or land in Pike County and the surrounding area, the Remax Realty Shop is here to help. When you or someone you know wants a passionate advocate to share the home buying experience with, call me. We will both be glad you did. I'm Alicia Koenig, Remax agent.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament, brought to you by Wood Smoked Meats, Mike's Tire and Service Center, the Mercantile Bank, County Market in Vandalia, and McDinger's.
56-41 our score, minute 33 to play in the fourth quarter. Louisiana with the lead and the ball. Over to the far side, Logan floater, no good. And the rebound pulled in by Genuine for Clopton. Over to the far side, Hall kicks it back. Kuntz for three. That one's off the mark and out of bounds. Back to the Bulldogs with now a minute 15 to go. Logan to inbound on the baseline. Actually, they're going to say there was tipped. Interesting.
And I believe we're going to overtime in the other gym.
Wow. Ball to the floor, tied up, Camps. And which way is the arrow going? To the Bulldogs.
Yeah, a little Jordan Genuine in a battle with Ryan Capps.
Yeah, that's
it's not fair.
He's lucky he came out of that.
Yeah, Capps fell on top of him.
Could have very easily looked like a Looney Tunes character after that one. Drop it down. Here's Caps. Waits for the double team and draws the foul. He's hit 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight, heading back for his second trip. Foul the second on Jordan Genuine.
He's got 15 so far tonight.
59.5 seconds left in this ball game, and the first shot's no good. Missed the first one last time as well. Dalrymple checks out, replaced by Cash Evans. Second shot. That one goes down. Got a little help from the rim. We're down to 55 seconds left in this opening round ball game. Genuine to the far side for Kuntz. Here's the three. That one's just offline, tipped up and out of bounds. This time, the last touch was by Evans.
Yeah, it's just about a step outside of Kuntz's range.
Cash checks out. Dalrymple back in. And Logan inbound with Kuntz in his face, gets it to Donovan Richards. 44 seconds remains in this opening round game. And we're going to have a foul on Genuine, his third. Winner of this one takes on Elsberry, the 2 seed, on Thursday at 5:30 over in the high school.
If Louisiana hangs on, that would be the third time they've met this year.
Richards at the line. He hasn't scored in the second half. He had 9 first half points. And misses the front half here. Down to 35 seconds. Here's Genuine. Tipped away. His pass was from Street. And Louisiana, if they can get across the line, can run this thing out. Down to 25 seconds. The ball loose. Picked up by Logan. He goes to the hoop and scores. 59-41 to Streets. He gets that Euro step, scores, and is fouled.
Yeah, the old Euro step.
59-43. Foul the fourth on Jack Logan.
There was a discussion on Twitter this afternoon about what is traveling.
Non-existent. And he completes the three-point play.
Several people said, I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a charge. What's a charge?
Most of the travel calls are called on the first step, not the last step now.
That's for sure.
Perkins, and that's it. 59-44, Louisiana downs Clopton, the 3 over the 6 seed, so the seeds hold eventually here in the middle school gym. And the Bulldogs will take on Elsberry, Clopton will take on Van Far in the consolation round on Thursday. Back with the postgame show for you after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McCoy Blossom Funeral Home, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and the Ivins Insurance Agency.
From our roots in St. Louis, Royal Banks of Missouri is branching out to continue serving you with our locations in St. Charles, Jerseyville, Granite City, and now in Hannibal, Center, and New London. Royal Banks of Missouri, the community bank in your community.
Founded in 2000, Sparks Maintenance Contracting out of Bowling Green has since been performing industrial maintenance nationwide and plans to continue growing. Sparks Maintenance Contracting attention to detail and compassion are only some of the many things that separate them from other competitors. Teamwork is the key to success in business and in sports. Best wishes to all the area teams from Sparks Maintenance Contracting, proudly serving America.
Great hair doesn't happen by chance. It happens by an appointment with PJ Salon. Make your appointment today and look your absolute best. PJ Salon in the Raintree Mall in Louisiana is your full-service salon, offering manicures, pedicures, tanning, and much more. Gift certificates for your someone special are always available, and walk-ins are welcome at PJ Salon. You may have 99 problems, but your hair doesn't have to be one of them. PJ Salon in Louisiana.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Elisha Koenig, RE/MAX Realty Agent, Midwest Heating and Cooling, Spring Valley Accounting, and Advanced Eye Care.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
Back in the middle school gym, opening round of the 97th annual Bowling Green Invitational, 59-44, Louisiana over Clopton, the 3 over the 6 seed. Our early game over here saw Elsberry survive against Van Far. The final in that one was 57-54 in overtime, a game that Van Far led by as many as 10 at the end of the first half. So it was a fun night here, and Louisiana did what they had to do against the Hawks tonight.
Yeah, pretty methodical win for them. They got up by 16 in the first half, and they just kind of kept it there. I think Clopton got it down to 9, got it into single digits at one point, but Louisiana was able to keep Clopton at bay, and they went into that zone, and Louisiana ran 2 minutes off the clock at the end of the third quarter. Kind of a weird situation there, but nonetheless, Louisiana in what I thought was a kind of a dangerous game for them, with them kind of being in a little bit of a weird area right now, weird situation right now. But they were able to win this game and actually win it fairly handily.
Yeah, from about 2 minutes in, it never really seemed like the game was really in doubt. You had one little push there by Clopton in the second half, like you said, to get it down to single digits. But this one was the Bulldogs' game from very early on tonight, as they win by 15, 59-44. So a fun night. A couple of overtime. Did that one go to overtime?
It's in overtime, late in overtime. Bowling Green was up by 1 last I saw, so get away from us and flip over to KJFM. 102.1, Marianne's got the final part of that overtime game for you.
All right, we'll take one more break here, come back with the final scoring numbers as we continue the Eagle 102 postgame show.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop Alicia Koenig, Sun Window Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
You simply can't buy a better replacement window than one from Sun Window Company. Energy-efficient windows and doors with a lifetime warranty on both the window and installation. Sun Window Company, family-owned and operated since 1989, offers low factory direct prices on high-quality vinyl windows, custom designed to fit perfectly and built to last. See how much you can save. Call Sun Windows, 573-549-2080 for details and a free estimate. Sun Window Company, Highway 161 in Middletown.
No matter which team you're rooting for this season, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our great teams have a wonderful and successful year. Young Enterprises Incorporated features A.K. and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Young Enterprises Incorporated online at youngenterprisesinc.com. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
Final in this one, Louisiana 59 and Clopton 44. And our final scoring numbers for this ball game.
For Clopton, Tyler Kuntz with 13, Mason Street with 11, Cash Evans with 11, 4 for Kane Evans, Chase Hall with 3, and Jordan Genowine with 2. The Hawks were 3 for 7 from the free throw line. Quite a few turnovers for them, 16. That's out of character for the Hawks. For Louisiana, they were led by Ryan Capps. He had 16. Mason Washington finished with 14. Jack Logan with 12. 9 for Donovan Richards and 8 for Nathan Perkins. The Dogs were 6 for 11 from the free throw line, and they turned it over 12 times. They raised their record to 11-6 on the season.
59-44 our final, and again, tomorrow we'll return to the ladies' brackets of this 97th Bowling Green Invitational in the high school gym at 5:30. We'll have Elsberry and Van Far. That's 1 versus 4, and Elsberry has already lost to Van Far once this season in girls play, so that should be a very interesting semifinal between the 1 and the 4. Then the late game is the 2-seed Clopton against the 3-seed Silex, also very interesting.
Silex has won that game already this year,
Yeah.
too. So, yeah, two very intriguing matchups tomorrow night on the championship side of the bracket for the ladies.
So they'll have those. We will have those in the high school gym. Both of those, I believe, are going to be the on-air games. And then here in the middle school, we'll have live streaming video online of Louisiana and North Callaway at 5:30, and then Bowling Green and Winfield at 7 o'clock. So should be fun. Ladies semifinal night from the Bowling Green Invitational. All starts with the pregame show at 5:15 tomorrow here on KJFM at 102.1 and KJFMradio.com. For Jim Ross, Marianne down the hall, Mark Froenig, and everyone at Eagle 102, thank you for watching and listening to this 97th annual Bowling Green Invitational. More action coming up for you tomorrow right here on KJFM. Good night, everybody.